Let's get going. All right, let me record. All right, all right. Hold on. Let me see. Chat. Hold on. Is the chat moving? Hold on. 1 second, y'all. Where's the chat at? One quick second. Recording in progress. Welcome everybody to our workshop. Super pumped up and excited that you guys are here. Um, let's just check this chat. I just want to make sure everything is good, and we're going to rock out. Chat is good. Let me know if y'all can hear me and y'all can see me straight. Mute my this iPad. All right, cool, y'all. So look, let's get ready to get started, man. I want to take a moment and I want to just say welcome everybody to this workshop. For those who don't know me, I'll get into that in a minute, but my name is Nehemiah Davis. I am extremely elated and excited to be here with you all today. And the reason why I'm so excited, because this is the information that not only set me free, but set hundreds of other people free around the world. And I've taught this to thousands and thousands of people. And literally, I just came back from a 2-year break from teaching it, right? Somebody say, don't be selfish. So I decided to come back and really give you guys the game that I truly believe is going to really help you guys get to the next level. So if y'all excited, if y'all ready, if y'all pumped up and ready for this information that we're about to share here with you guys today, somebody say I'm ready. Before we get going, y'all, there's a few rules that I need to get out the way. Because again, this is only for those who are serious and not curious. This is only for those who want to level up. This is only for those who want to go all in. Somebody in the chat, write all in. So let me go ahead and break down the rules and how to get the most out of this experience from the very beginning. So number one, right? Immersion is the most important thing you can do. What does this mean, right? I need you guys fully committed for this next hour to an hour and a half on everything that I'm going to teach you, right? The information that I'm sharing with you is going to literally help you guys become financially free if you execute and if you decide, commit on the information. Number two, right now, take a moment, remove any and all distractions out of your way right now. Like if your phone is a distraction, cut it off, right? If somebody's about to reach out to you, do not disturb, cut the TV off. You should not be making dinner in the background. You should be fully committed right now on the information I'm going to share with you. And if that's you in the chat, just write, I'm fully committed. Number three, heavy engagement. Neil, what do you mean by heavy engagement? That means during this entire presentation, I need to see the chat going crazy. Meaning, if I'm saying congratulations to somebody, I need you to congratulate. If I'm dropping gems that's giving you game, just drop gems in the chat. But I need that energy. I need that commitment. Normally, when I'm speaking, it's live where I see thousands of faces. So I just see me. So I'm going to need that energy, right? Number four, anybody here at any moment, let me be very clear. This information is going to help you, right? Not necessarily me, right? I already had the information. We're already up and running. We're already doing our thing. So at any moment in time, you feel as though, man, this information isn't for me, you can leave, right? And at any moment, if our team sees anything negative in the chat, you will be removed and you will be banned from our list, so you can't ever come back anyway. So I want to be very clear on some of those things because that's important to me, right? People are here because they want to get to the next level. People are here because they want to grow. And one final thing I want to share with you before I share the last rule. How many people here, right? And guys, share your city too. I need to know where y'all coming from, right? How many people here, all the way real, right? We got over 1,000 people in the room right now. How many people are here bruh, I'm tired of being the only person in my family who gets it. I'm tired of being the smartest person in my circle. I'm tired of being the only person that's winning in my peer group, right? And sometimes you will hear this idea that they say is lonely at the top. And guys, at any moment in time, I can open up my phone and I can call 50 different multi-millionaires who are crushing it. Several doing better than me, several on my same level, and several not where I am yet, right? But why? Because birds of a feather flock together. So what I want y'all to do, take a quick second, and we're going to pause for 1 minute, right? Get the arrow on here. We're going to pause for 1 minute, and I want y'all to take a moment, grab that link that we sent you right now. Share that out with 2 to 3 people. Text them like, yo, I'm about to learn how to get event spaces. I'm about to learn about credit. It's about to go crazy. I think you need to listen. I think you need to tap into this. Why? Because they might be a future partner. They might be somebody who go run this play with you. So now you got an event space. Now they got an event space. And now you don't got to be the only person winning. You don't want to be the only person amongst your day ones, amongst your peer that's winning. You want everybody to win. So I want to just take a moment to make sure that's noticed. So once you shared it out with your people, say done. Share this out with as many people as you can, because again, the most important thing you could do is make sure everybody is around you winning and not just you, right? And the final thing, y'all, cool thing is at the very end of this, what I want y'all to do, because I'm not going to see the chat the whole time, But everybody here, write copious notes because I want to go ahead and select somebody to win. What are we going to do today? I want to do $1,000 cash. So last time we did $1,000 cash. I want to give $1,000 cash at the very end of this workshop for somebody who taps in, right? Somebody who takes notes, somebody who's all in, right? So we're going to give away the cash. And that's pretty much everything. So without further ado, y'all, let's get this thing going. And one other thing I want to do, team, this will be a little surprise really quick. Just select somebody in my direct messages right now who tags me, right? Just take a screenshot right now. Just tag me and be like, yo, you need to be here, right? And team, select them, send them $200 cash, right? Just select somebody. So we're going to do that. Let me smile. All right, cool. So, all right, y'all, without further ado, let's go ahead and get this thing started. If y'all ready to rumble, ready to get to it in the chat, say I'm ready. Let me go ahead and share my screen. Let's get right to the message that we have for y'all today. Y'all share this with your friends and your family because once the room maxes out, it maxes out. And here's what's going to happen, just so y'all know. And if y'all see me looking down, y'all, I'm looking at my chat. So I got my iPad. Whoa, I got my iPad here. Fix this iPad for me. I got my iPad here so I can look in the chat while you guys are talking so I can see what we got going on. So if we're ready, let's go ahead and get started, y'all. Let me go ahead and share my screen and we gonna get rumbling. And for those who are like, yo, just so y'all know, like I'm the farthest thing from tech savvy. 1 second, y'all. All right. Perfect. All right, cool. So let's get into it, y'all. If y'all pumped, y'all ready to get it. Let me know in the chat. Who's excited about winning $1,000 cash? Who's pumped up? Who's ready to get it, y'all? Let's get to it. So without further ado, and really quick, I just saw this come across my screen. Whoever is my love, my way, send her $100 cash. She was like the first person I just seen come across my screen, right? Somebody in the chat writes success, love, speed. One of the things that we operate with, y'all, is speed, right? So let's get to it. So let's go ahead and get to it, y'all. So as we getting started, man, welcome everybody to this call. I'm excited for you guys. I just broke down the rules for you guys. So what I'm about to do right now, y'all, this is very important to me. For those who don't know, I teach people all around the world how to open up profitable event spaces. And the reason why I love this game so much, because this is the game that got me financially free. And what that is a commercial location. And I'm going to show you guys in this workshop, one, how to find the location. I'm going to show you how to fund the location. I'm going to show you how to automate this entire process step by step by step. And the reason why I'm going to do that is because this is the game that will literally help you get to the next level. And for those who are like, yo, Neo, what about I don't have no money? I'm even going to show you guys my partnership play where you guys can even do this without even getting the space. So I'm going to go ahead and break all of those things down. If y'all ready for it in the chat, say I'm ready. I need super high energy and ready to get to it, y'all. So first and foremost, I'm about to take a minute. I want to go ahead and show several of my clients / mentees who got their spaces. And the reason why I want to do this for you guys is because this is important to me, right? There's so many people online teaching things that they have not done, right? Like you will see hundreds and hundreds of people online. People during the pandemic came up teaching people how to do things they haven't done. We've been running our event spaces for the last 6-7 years. I'm proud to say we still own our spaces and we're still doing extremely well with them, but it's not even about me anymore. I decided to go ahead and open it up and teach other people how to do it. So when I start showing you people, one of the things I want you guys to do, I want everybody to write this on their paper. My current situation is not my final destination. My current situation is not my final destination. And for those like, yo, Neil, what do you mean specifically by that? Like, I need you guys to take a minute and understand where you currently are. That's not where you always be. Some of you guys got to go through some things, right, to get you where you're about to go. So I need you guys to get excited because you could be next. First up, y'all want to go on and say congratulations to Dom. Dom is in Detroit, y'all. Not only is she a one-time event space owner, not only is she a two-time event space owner, she is a 3-time event space owner. So first and foremost, I got to say congratulations to her. She's crushing it, right? Next up, y'all, let's keep this thing going. Next person I want to go to is Kendra. And I'm excited for Kendra, y'all, because she got her space open, right? And she literally hurt herself. Something happened and she really bounced back and got it right back rolling. So I need y'all to understand some of y'all going to go through some things, but you got to be willing to bounce back. And that's why community is so important, because we kept her up in spirit and we was willing to do whatever we could to help her. Next up, y'all, I want to go in and talk about Shanika, y'all. Hey, y'all. So we just hosted our first event this weekend. We hosted a viewing party for one of the talents of Netflix series, The Mole, and a sweet one birthday celebration. I have a few updates I would like to make overall, but things went very well. Everybody say congratulations to Shanique. And I also want to know for y'all who here, what city are y'all opening y'all spot up in? Next up, y'all, I want to go ahead and say congratulations to Khadijah, y'all. It's official, y'all. I got the keys to my space. It's move-in ready. I'm going to do some updates, 2780 square feet with kitchenette, 2 bathrooms, and storage office. So one of the strategies that we teach, one of our secret strategies, is how to go find these spaces that's almost moving ready like this. Like, how many people looking at this like, bruh, that thing ready to go? Like when I had our conversation, I'm like, Khadijah, I don't need you to do many things, right? This thing is ready, right? So if y'all ready for that in the chat, say that's me. I'm ready for it. Next, y'all, and I'm excited about this, y'all. And I don't know if my team added this yet, but I want y'all to take a moment, a big congratulations to Oyinka, right? Oyinka said, anyone else look at the cameras and just say, wow, I really created a place for people to celebrate the most special moments in their lives. And y'all, for those who don't know, I'm excited about it. So one thing that I do with my clients, with my students, like I really want to be hands-on with them, right? And what that simply mean is, let me cut my other camera on 1 second. So I really want to be hands-on with my students, right? It's important to me. So I was in Miami yesterday, right? My assistant set it up. She surprised me, came and picked me up from the airport. We went to her venue, y'all. When we went to her venue, she did a whole tour, right? We're going to post it up on YouTube for you guys to go in and check it out. But we did a whole tour, right? It was just so fire. It was powerful, right? And what she did showed me, which it was game changing. In the same parking lot, y'all, she's opening up a second venue. And somebody in the chat say why. And here's a good indication of when you decide to open up 2 chats, when you decide to open up 2 spaces. While we were there, powerful. While we were there, she showed me her phone. She said, yo, Neo, this year we did $300,000 in bookings. $300,000. Like we are booked and we are busy. We are turning down anywhere from 1 to 2 events every other day. I got to get another space. So y'all, she got a space called Suite 1 _ y'all could check it out. But guess what? As of 2 weeks from now, her lease will be signed. She will be in her next location, y'all. And now she's going to be getting all of the money in that shopping center because she is the only event space in the shopping center. So everybody say congratulations to Oyinka, y'all. Follow her on Instagram. Her name is Oyinka. And be like, yo, Neo's like I'm like, yo, it's crazy. Cool. Let's keep going. So next up, Chris, y'all. Finally got my keys in my space after a long month of searching, people turning down my business proposal. I finally got in a space, a part of town I wanted. Execution over excuse. So somebody write execution, y'all. The biggest key that I need y'all to do is y'all got to execute on the information or it won't work. All right, next. And y'all probably like, this is probably the last one. And y'all, the reason why I show this, because some of y'all honestly don't even believe it's possible. Somebody in the chat right believe some of you. The reason why I make it a point to show other people are crushing it, because oftentimes we believe we're the only person. Like we believe it's not possible for us. Like for my single mothers, you believe that you can't do it, right? For my single fathers, you believe you can't. So I like to show you people who are in the same exact position and predicament you are in, who's crushing it, so you can understand the idea that you could do the exact same thing. But it all starts here. Somebody say I could do it, y'all. Somebody say it's my time. So congratulations, y'all. Melissa. Yo, the grand opening of Function at the Junction was a huge success. I had an awesome turnout. 4 people booked on the spot. Somebody in the chat right, booked and busy, with many more interested. I'm so excited and so grateful for Nehemiah Davis for making this possible through his leadership, mentorship, and this entire ESS family. Next, we got Kevin, y'all. Oh, yeah, we just added this today. He just posted this yesterday. He said, yo, second event space up and running. Welcome to Unique Event Hall. Decor done by Let's Be Unique, my wife's decorating business. Somebody say get all the money. So not only is they running an event space play, they also running a decorating play, double dipping, getting all of the money. He's averaging $3,000 per event, y'all. All right, cool. So let's get to it, y'all. I'm not going to go in here and give you a long drawn out story about who I am and what I do, but I will share about 15 minutes. Most people come on the workshop, they want to share an hour about them. Y'all can Google me. You can look me up on Instagram. Like, you could do all of those things. Oh, we got to add that. Let's add my Instagram slide on here with my my Instagram. So guys, I'm on Instagram at Neo Daviso. We got 520 something, 500 plus K followers. You guys can go ahead and follow me there. But very quickly, y'all, I've been featured on Fox 29. I've been featured on Channel 10. I've been featured on Black Enterprise, Visit Philadelphia, awarded by State Farm, awarded by TD Bank, awarded by the Philadelphia Eagles, awarded by Philadelphia 76ers, McDonald's, awarded by the President Obama. I had the opportunity to speak at the White House, which was fire. Awarded by Steve Harvey in the Neighborhood Awards, awarded by the city of Philadelphia, right? And that's just to say a few. It's probably about 50 to 60 more of them, right? So, man, one of my most exciting things, y'all, for me, and people got a lot of flexes online. And I'm gonna be honest, you may see me with certain cars, living a certain way, but my biggest flex, right? And this is the same flex that I want for everybody here, right? This is my biggest flex and the flex I want for everybody here, right? And this flex is very simple. I want you to be able to put your family in position. Somebody write position, right? I want you to be able to put your family in position. I want you to be the person who's providing for like opportunities for your family. I want you to be the person like, yo, I'm making a commitment and I'm devoted to making this thing happen. Like, that's me. I got to go all in on this, right? So I was able to retire my mother. Y'all, was able to retire my wife. My mom haven't worked in the last 10 years. Thanks to me. My wife haven't worked in the last probably 4 years or so. And I feel really good about that, right? I'm proud about that. Again, this is my mom. Y'all, was able to get her dream car years ago. And as you guys can see, that's my family there. So my daughter, which is my oldest daughter, y'all, I'm excited. She's coming out with her business. Currently, she got like a clothing company. You'll see my mom there. You see my grandma, unfortunately passed away. My sister got a, what's that business she got? Where she does esthetician business. And I'm just excited that they're all kind of following the blueprint of making it happen. One of the things that you guys will also see about me is that I love traveling around the world, right? That's something that is very important to me and putting people in position. Somebody say position. So if you guys will look up to the top left-hand side, you're going to see David Shands. Anybody here know Sleepers for Suckers? David Shands. You're going to see Terica. You're going to see David Omari, Dana Christian. I can't even see everybody up there. Marcus Y. Rozier, but they're all inside of my mastermind, y'all. They all invested $55,000 with me to be with me for a year. And again, y'all not going to make that type of investment here, but I'm sharing that with you for a few reasons because, and it's something I forgot to ask. When you pay attention. So the thing that I need from everybody here, everybody got on this workshop for free. Everybody. You might have bought a $27 bundle, but this was free. So most people who do not pay, they do not pay attention. Most people who do not make an investment, it doesn't matter. So can I get a promise and an oath in the chat? Say yes, or say I promise that you promise me you're going to execute and act as if this workshop is costing you thousands, because most people come on here and only 1 or 2% of people actually take action on the information. Like only a few of you. And some of you, let me be clear, like, y'all, I invested this year $400,000 in my personal development. And when I come on workshops, when I go to these, I don't get everything I need, but I take 1 or 2 things and I immediately apply it. So one of the things I need from y'all is massive execution. And if you guys look at the bottom of the screen, you're going to see more of my mentees, and I took them on the plane as well. That's 6 people. And if you look up at the top, that's us in probably St. Thomas. Mexico, where we took them around. So I love traveling. Y'all, I've been to 56 countries around the world. That's like my thing to do. And some of you probably saw this, y'all. So I had the opportunity to propose to my then fiance, which is now my wife, on the Steve Harvey show. So if you ever wanted to watch that on YouTube, feel free to watch it. That was super exciting. And my fellas looking, y'all, don't make the stupid mistake that your boy made. When I proposed to my wife on the darn show, I put the ring on her right hand instead of the left hand. So for my fellas here, people here, don't make that mistake. And y'all, so comment below if your guest is already in the room right now, just so I kind of know. So next, y'all, here's my family, y'all. This is something that means so much to me, y'all. And there's a few reasons. Before we got married, my wife had a daughter, which is my daughter. But y'all, we suffered 3 miscarriages, miscarriage after miscarriage after miscarriage, back after back after back. And we almost kind of got discouraged, feeling like we couldn't have a baby. And for those who know, they like, Neil, you are busy. So y'all, in the last 3 years, your boy had 3 under 3. I decided not to stop. I'm like, God, you allowed this to work once. Let me just keep getting busy. So you guys see my oldest daughter, which is Destiny Mendoza. You see my 2-year-old, that is Ocean Marie. You see my 1-year-old, that is Dream Davis. And you see my little son, that is King Nehemiah. So one of the things that I pride myself is being able to provide for them. And some of you will see I bought my wife a Lamborghini truck earlier, 2 years ago. I'll say earlier this year, whenever. And one of the reasons was not a reason, but a lot of people like, yo, why you do all? No one really seen the grind at work where we put in for the last 10 years. My wife in the junk truck with me, my wife doing moving jobs, doing cleaning jobs. So I just want to salute all you ladies who are going super hard for yourself and your business and your family. Y'all are literally the most powerful people in the world. Now, a lot of you seen this. You see, I've been to 56 countries around the world, right? You saw I retired my mom. You saw I retired my wife. We currently employ over 30 people across the United States, right? So you see all of these cool things, right? You see I'm living out my dream life. Like we're building a dream home. We're doing all of these cool things. But the reason why I share some of those things with you, because it's very important for you to understand where I'm at and the things that we're doing right now, right? Running multiple businesses, running multiple event spaces, like doing all of these cool things, helping hundreds of people around the world literally actively open up their own event spaces. But I need you guys to understand I didn't come from here. I really need you guys to understand the idea that it didn't start at this moment where, oh, Neo, you just up. No, Neo had to go through some stuff, right? And I'm sharing that with you because my dad been in jail since I was 2 years old, for those that don't know. But as I grew up, my mom wanted to do this idea, like, I got to give my son the best life with the money I have. And her idea of doing this was, let me go ahead and send him to private school. So I went to this school, y'all, where it was 50 African-Americans out of 1,000, right? And this is the day that I had my first life change. And I want you guys to write this down. Once your mind is expanded to a new concept or idea, it's hard to go back to its original way of thinking. I'm going to say it one more time so y'all catch that. Once your mind is expanded to a new concept or idea, it's hard to go back to its original way of thinking. Do you understand the reason why I showed you 10 people I helped in the last year get their event space? Because I need you to first believe it's possible. Do you understand why I shared with you that I'm traveling around the world, right? We own this. We own a bunch of real estate, right? I'm investing in over, I think we up to like 600 doors with real estate in an investment fund, right? I got 60 doors with 2 of my other partners. Like, I'm sharing that because a lot of times you need to understand you can come from nothing and create this lifestyle, but oftentimes we have to see it. I tell people all the time, you got to see it before you see it so you can seize it. Most people can't make happen what they're unwilling to see. So when I went to the school, y'all, used to go spend the night at my friends' cribs. Their dads own hospitals, they own movie theaters, they own law firms, like all type of things that from the hood, I didn't know this existed. I'm from a drug-infested neighborhood. This all I ever knew. Like, I don't know nothing but the hood selling drugs. I knew I was going to be a dope dealer. So fast forward, y'all, went to the school, did great 9th grade, didn't do great 10th grade, didn't do great 11th. I got kicked out. So I was able to go to a new school and I said, yo, Neo, I'm about to get my life together. I did great all year, y'all. And I was afforded the opportunity to go to college, right? By a lady named Veronica Jordan, which was my mentor. Everybody write it down. One of my biggest mistakes that I made in my career is not getting a mentor or getting guidance sooner in my life. We've been told, especially the African-American community, figure it out on your own. Why would you pay somebody to learn this? Why would you do that? And that is the thing that has us back more than so far behind, because we never learn from other people's mistakes or other people who went before us. So I went to college, y'all. And I went to college, just started off great. I said, yo, I'm going to do amazing in college. First 3 years, y'all crushing it in college. No, I said first 3 months, crushing it. Then it all went downhill. I'm hanging with the wrong people. I'm doing the wrong thing. So can anybody take a wild guess what happened to me in college? Anybody take a wild guess what happened to me in college? Right? Wild guess. Take a wild guess. You dropped out. I got kicked out. That's exactly what happened. I got kicked out of college. So pay attention. Dad been in jail since I was 2 for murder. He died there 5 years ago, for those who don't know. I got kicked out of high school. I got kicked out of college. Up until this point, y'all, I had 9 jobs. I've been fired from every single one of them jobs. Every single job. So fast forward, I got my final job, y'all, 15 years ago. And again, brings it back to my favorite quote. Once your mind is expanded to a new concept or idea, it's hard to go back to its original way of thinking, which means once you see there's more, it's hard to accept less. If you guys understand this, say I do. So I got kicked out. I mean, I went to that job. Can anybody guess what happened to me there? Every single day, y'all, would get on I would see billionaires coming. I would see multimillionaires coming. I seen TD Jakes. I've been on TD Jakes' jet. Jerry Jones' jet. I went on Trump's jet. When I went on Trump's jet, he had a 200 passenger jet converted down to a house. They say, yo, take your shoes off. Couches, TVs, gold everywhere, gold sinks. Like, it was the craziest experience I ever had in my life. But something set up in my mind like, yo, I can do that. Fast forward, y'all, I ended up getting kicked out of that job. And y'all, my job was the poop boy. I was the guy who go up under the plane and just flush the toilets. Like, that was my job. I would do that every day. Fast forward, y'all, got kicked out of high school. And this is where it gets good. Everything in my life was going wrong, y'all. Everything in my life was going wrong. And I want y'all to write this down for y'all who's moving forward in life and trying to figure out why things are going wrong. Somebody in the chat say it's my fault. And I heard my brother Trapper say this, and it was so powerful. I realized that everything was going wrong because I did something in my life called the blame game, which meant everything that was happening in my life, I was blaming everybody else for it. My dad being in jail, I blamed my mom for it. Getting kicked out of high school, I blamed my friends. Getting kicked out of college, I blamed my friends, right? Getting fired from all of them jobs, I blamed my jobs. And you got to understand, getting fired from 9 jobs and being fired from every single one of them, it can't be my fault every single time. So I realized that I was going down the wrong path fast, and everybody around me tell me you would never amount to anything, right? And I want y'all to write this down. Never listen to they. Never listen to they. And y'all, I'm sharing this story because I want to unlock something in you, because I can show you guys how to make money. I'm going to show you how to get credit. I'm going to show you how to get event spaces. But if you still making excuses, you're not going to get them. If you still blaming others, you're not going to make it happen. If you still don't believe in yourself, it ain't going to work. So the reason why I share this and go so deep with this, because I need a mindset change as we transition in 2023 to make it your best year of your life. We got to stop blaming everybody for where we are at and take full responsibility and like, yo, it's on me. So y'all, 15 years ago, I made a decision. I'm like, yo, Neil, enough is enough. No more excuses. It has to work or it has to work. This day forth, I'm going to make my businesses work, and I'm going to become mentally unemployable. Somebody in the chat, write decision. Somebody in the chat, write decision. Somebody on your piece of paper, write decision. What does this mean? I need you all to make a decision that from today moving forward, you will no longer make excuses. From today moving forward, it's your fault. If you got bad credit, it's your fault. I had bad credit. If you got kicked out of high school, it's your fault. All of these things are our fault and no one else's fault. But everything changes when you acknowledge it and say, moving forward, I'm no longer making excuses. Everybody pick up this book called Brian Tracy, No Excuses. Moving forward, I'm going to put everything I got to go make my dreams work. So fast forward today, y'all, I went to my junk removal company, started that. Went to my fruit truck company, started that. Junk removal company, fruit truck company, moving company, y'all. My first several companies were horrible. They flopped. I didn't make a bunch of money, right? But guess what? I kept going. And this is what I need y'all to do, is you got to keep going. So for the first 7 years of my life, I had no mentorship. I had no guidance. So because I had no mentorship and because I had no guidance, I was bumping my head, doing a bunch of businesses I shouldn't have done. And then I stumbled upon event spaces. Then I stumbled upon digital marketing. And I can say my life has not looked the same in the last 7 years when I understood the concept of making your money work for you so you don't have to work for it. When I understood the concept of getting a location that can pay you over and over and over again. So again, y'all, that is the story I needed you guys to understand. Let's get ready to load this workbook up. I needed you guys to really understand that, because I need you to really to know that, yo, I can do it. I need you to really know, like, it's no more excuses. I'm going to go all in on my goals and my dreams. So that's my story, y'all. I wanted to share because y'all hear about the heights. Y'all see me on Instagram. Y'all see all these cool things, but most people don't know about the struggle. They don't know about me living in a drug-infested neighborhood, y'all. It's so funny, y'all. Can I be transparent with y'all? And I probably shouldn't share this. No, I ain't going to share it. No, because that might be too much. Let's load up my slides. Yeah, I ain't going to share because this might be a little too much. But no, I want to be real. So, loading up. Cool. Y'all can see? Cool. Let me know if everybody can see it. So I'll give it to y'all really quick. Morning meeting in the building. What up, y'all? Y'all real quick in the chat. Let me know how y'all found me, y'all. Let me know in the chat how y'all found me. Y'all in here heavy too. Y'all in the building. So look, let's keep going. So really quick, y'all. So the other day I went to Philly. I haven't been to Philly in about 6-7 months. I went to my event spaces, checked in, did all of that. And for those who don't know, and I didn't talk about it because I'm trying to literally cut down some stuff out of my story so it's not so long, get more straight to gems. But I think some of these stories are important. But my grandma raised me, y'all, drug infested neighborhood. Again, all I knew that I was going to be a drug dealer because that's all I saw. So my grandma passed away 4 years ago, love of my life. But my uncle lived with my grandma his whole life. He was always on crack. He'd been free of crack for 20 years. So I literally goes to my grandma's house literally a week ago. And I know this story isn't for a workshop, but I go inside of the house, y'all, and my uncle got 3 people upstairs and they're literally smoking crack. And I'm like, man, I see how our young kids, young men, young women going down the wrong path because it's so easy to become a product of your environment. So I share all that with y'all to say, like, wherever you are at, that's not your current, that's not your final destination. Like, whatever is happening, like, you got to keep going and you got to get around some people who get it. This is why this event space workshop is so powerful, because you now get around people who get it. You're around people not going to tell you it's a dumb idea. A lot of you are joining this workshop and some of your people said, why would you do that? Why would you go learn? Why would you want to better yourself? And it's the weirdest thing for me when I hear people who you think love you tell you all the reasons why you shouldn't invest in yourself or be the best you could be. It's the weirdest thing to me. So anyway, y'all, let's go and open up our event space workbooks. Let's get right to it. Let's get it. And for those who don't have one, y'all could just go ahead and for those who don't have a workbook, you guys can just go ahead and write on a piece of paper, and we're gonna go ahead and blitz through this very quick. Let's get it. Go down next slide. Cool. I don't gotta go through more testimonials. Let's keep going, but you guys can read them when you guys get a second. Let's go ahead and get to it. So what I do every time I speak, and I didn't do it at the beginning, y'all, is something I do is called a commitment statement, right? And what a commitment statement is you making a you're making a commitment to yourself that by any means necessary, whatever this thing that you're setting out to go accomplish, you're going to go do. Like if you say you want the event space, you're setting it out to go do it. If you say you want the credit, you're setting out to go do it. If you say you want more money, you're setting yourself out to go do it. And you're fully committing to that idea, and you're not allowing any excuses to stop you or interject with where you're going and what you got to do. So I want to take a moment. I want to read the statement for you. You can write it down. I want you to sign, and I need you to date it. Thank you for taking your first step and making your goals and having your own event space come true. Please take a moment to sign the commitment statement below. I'm going to do everything in my power in the next 3 to 6 months. I'm going to do everything in my power to get my event space in the next 3 to 6 months. This space will give me financial freedom and time freedom. I'm willing to put in the work to make it happen. I'm going to say it one more time. I'm going to do everything in my power to get my space in the next 3 to 6 months. This space will give me financial freedom and time freedom. I'm willing to put the work in to make it happen. I need you guys to sign it. I need you guys to date it. As soon as you do that, comment the word done. And the reason y'all, you're probably, Neil, why are you signing and dating it? Because this is the commitment you're making to yourself. Once this workshop is over, some of y'all who decide like, Neil, I need to continue to rock with you guys, y'all be with me. Then a lot of people won't be with me, but I need you to stay committed to this thing that you wrote down. Like, yo, I'm going to make it happen. Now, directly under it, right? A reason why directly under this, the signature and the date, I need you guys to take a moment and write down who you doing this for. Is it for your mom? Is it for your dad? Is it for your grandma? Is it for your sisters, right? Take a moment and write down who. And the reason why I tell people to do, why are they writing it down? Because you need a reason to get up in the morning. You need a reason to make you go harder. You need a reason to say, well, like you literally can decide to wake up tomorrow and say, I'm not going to do anything. But if you realize you got that little boy looking up to you, you got your mom looking up to you, right? You're going to be like, yo, I got to go make it happen because I promise that I don't want them to live like this. Anybody tired of living paycheck to paycheck? Anybody don't want their kids to live how you currently living? Right? And the cycle repeats itself. Like some of us are living how our parents live. The cycle repeats itself. So somebody in the chat say, I'm a curse breaker. I'm going to break that. So write down who are you doing this for? And directly next to it, I want y'all to take a minute and write down why you're doing it. Is it for time freedom? Is it for financial freedom? Is it for generational wealth? Is it just for another stream of income? Like, I need you to know why you're doing what you're doing. It got to be bigger than you. Right? Y'all got that? Let me know. Breaking life curses, generational wealth, time freedom, wife and children. Right? Cool. Let's keep moving, y'all. I'm trying to go fast for y'all. Let's keep moving. All right, cool. So mindset questions. All right, so this is what y'all was supposed to do before the workshop. Don't worry about that. Y'all do that later. Keep going. Come on, let's keep going. Cool. So take a minute, y'all. Powerful. One of the things I always do, and we're not going to sit here and do a bunch of these, but the most important thing that you can do is the things that you say to yourselves. And I'm gonna be all the way honest. Some of y'all on this workshop, trust me, y'all, and y'all like, yo, why Neo got me doing this? Because in the chat, how many people honestly had bad thoughts all day long? Like you talk yourself out of a lot of things. You say negative things to yourself. You allow other people's programming to get programmed on you. Like you tell yourself, I don't know if it can work. Like you tell yourself negative thoughts. So the biggest transition, like even in my high level mastermind, now that's $75,000, right? In my mastermind, and my passive income is $25,000. Like the biggest thing is that I put in their mind that, yo, you can do it. Like you gotta, like I'm first 30 days, I'm training them. I gotta redo all the old stinking thinking they have. I gotta retune all the beliefs in themselves that they're not worthy, that they can't charge more, that they can't make. Like I gotta literally go back and refix all of these things. So one of the ways of doing this, y'all, you got to start affirming positive. And one of the things I say to myself every single day, and I got this from my brother Doug, he taught me this: money comes easily, frequently, and abundantly. I say it every day. I want y'all to take a moment, just write it down 5 times, and you could do it later on your own, the rest of them, but write it down 5 times, comment done. Let's keep going. Cool. So I feel like I'm missing a slide. After that, go down one more. Cool. Or go up one. Yep, cool. All right, cool. So let's get into it. So the next slide, and I'll just say it, go to the next slide really quick. We're going to jump around. No, up to the profitable event space owner. Cool. So, yeah, there we go. That's the slide I missed. The next one, take a moment, write that down 5 times, y'all. I'm a profitable event space owner. Write it down, comment done, and say it to yourself. I'm a profitable event space owner. I'm a profitable event space owner. If any of you guys ever go check my YouTube out, anybody here ever go check my YouTube out, there's a video we put up with my guy Petey. So he's in my program. He's doing about $10,000 to $13,000 a month with his location, y'all. And he's like, Neo, me saying I'm a profitable event space owner, me saying money comes easily, frequently, and abundantly. Like, yo, I believe those little things have made some of the greatest shifts in my life, because now my entire family does it. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you will see like every day I'm doing affirmations with my children, because I understand the power in that. All right, cool. Let's get it. All right, cool. So y'all, let's get to it, man. So let's take a moment, y'all. And the reason why I do this very quick, like I was literally trying to figure out, like I wanted to cut my presentation down. I'm like, yo, how can I cut it down? Like where I could just really jump to the steps quicker. But so many people said, man, do you believe the things that I wrote down, a huge percentage of them came true? So I'm like, yo, I really can't cut this out. Let me just do it quickly. So y'all, what is the name of your space? Everybody take a moment. What is going to be the name of your event space? Take a moment, write it down. What is going to be the name of your event space? Take a moment. What's going to be the name of your space? Think about it, right? And everybody, when you like, it should be something that like it should be something that is appealing to the masses, something that is bookable, something that is Googleable. Like I recommend you put venue in the name. I recommend you put space in the name. I recommend you put banquet hall in the name. I recommend you put something in the name like that, because it helps with bookings. Like one of mine is called the Greatness Center. My other one is called the Foundation. That has nothing to do with bookings, but it does say a place where dreams come true, which is our tagline. But we are good at marketing, so we're able to drive people to our spaces despite the name. But for everyone else, I recommend you put something in there that's easy, right? So the ambience, I like it. CW Platinum Affairs, open space venue, I like open space. Destiny Events, I like that, DC. Iconic Events, the Gathering Spot, I know that's trademarked, so I don't think you're going to get that. That's in Atlanta, LA, they all over. Lux Event, Glow Space, the Glam Room Event Space, the Bright Spot, right? So cool. Keep thinking on that, right? Think on your name. So let's keep going. What city and state will your space be located at? What city and states will your space be located? And let me give you guys something that we teach. So one of the things that we teach, and I want y'all to write it down, when you're starting out, I don't recommend, and now what we just added to our program is where we're teaching you how to run this from abroad. You will need a team to do this, but we're now teaching that. But for when you're starting out, I do recommend that you get a space that's 30 minutes, 45-minute max from where you live at, your city. So if you're in New York, you're not saying I'm about to go to Philly, right? Unless you're tapped into what we got going on, and unless you understand our processes and you put them in place. Cool. Next, when is your grand opening? Everybody take a moment, write down the dates. Dates. When is the grand opening? I tell people all the time, in order to be prolific, you need to be specific. What is the dates? Write down the dates. Next, let's keep going. Next, let's keep going. Why is it important for you to have your event space other than money? And that's probably similar to some of the things we wrote earlier, but outside of money, because the money will come. Why is it important for you to have an event space? For me, it was about retiring my mom. This gave my mom freedom and flexibility to do what she want when she wanted, right? That's important to me, y'all. My wife get to wake up when she want every day. Like, it's certain things that really was an important factor for me. Time freedom, Deborah Parker says, right? Cool. So let's keep going. Next, what is your monthly income goal you want to generate in 2023 with your event space? What is the monthly income goal you want to generate in 2023 with your space? Cool. Let's keep going. All right, cool. Next, venue features. Let's get into it. Guys, everybody write this down. You are looking for spaces that's anywhere between 1,000 and 3,000 square feet. And again, this is why so many people go try to get their space without mentorship, without a program, without coaching. And they come back to me and they like, yo, bro, I signed the bad lease. I can't get out of it. I ruined my credit. Yo, bro, I went and got this space. It's 13,000 square feet, 15,000 square feet. And I can't afford it no more. You know anybody that could take it over? And these are individuals. I look back at our messages and they joined the workshop like this before. But they said, yo, let me go on my own. Let me go figure this out. And the first thing they went on their own and did was this. Just think about a bag of bricks, just beating yourself up because you're trying to do it on your own when you had somebody that went before you that can help you do it quicker. Don't make that mistake. So 1 to 3,000 square feet is a great amount for you to start. Next, what color is the exterior of your venue? One of mine is red brick and one of mine is black, right? Most people don't have the choice of choosing what color your exterior is, but if you can choose, make it something bright, right? Make it something that stands out. Make it something that's different from everything else on the block, right? Next, what color is the interior of your venue? One of the things I recommend when we talk about the interior of venue, you want to make sure you go white or you want to make sure you go gray. And the reason why you want to go white or the reason why you want to go gray, y'all, is because white is easy for you to wipe off. Gray is easy for you to wipe off. And it's a universal color. I see a lot of people sometimes they be like, yo, let me make this pink. If this is not a female themed place, like for example, Girl Mob, right? That's my friend Skittles. She got a girl museum. We know it's female themed. It's all pink. She has something called the bakery. It's pink. It's female themed. It's not for men. So guess what? She made it that color for a specific reason to attract your certain clientele. Somebody write this down. You do not want to repel clients who want to give you money. What does that mean? That means if you got a venue and somebody want to come do a Super Bowl party, but they're not because you decided to make the color yellow. So I recommend you go on white. I recommend you go on gray. And white also makes your room bigger. Next, let's keep going. What type of color and what type of floor? I recommend you guys do a gray floor. You could do a beige, but I recommend gray, and I recommend something called luxury vinyl. And the reason why I recommend luxury vinyl because it's durable, it lasts, right? And you could pour water on it, leave it for a year, and it will not affect your floor. Your space needs to be durable, y'all. Next, how many people you want your venue to hold? We talked about 1,000 to 3,000 square feet. That will allow you to get anywhere from $1,000 to $3,000 per booking. Add to it. What's one cool feature you want at your space? Could it be a grass wall? Could it be a chandelier? Could it be a VIP area? Could it be a bar, right? Think of some cool features you want to add that give your event space that unique appeal. Like you want to find a way, how can I separate my venue from others? What unique aspects can I add to make it look like, oh, this is fire? Let me know in the chat if this is helpful for y'all. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Cool. How to find your space? Okay, cool. So cool, guys. In this area, y'all gonna be able to take notes as we jump into this part. Keep going down for me. I want to see what else we got here. All right, cool. So let's get back to it. So if y'all already enjoying this so far in the chat, just let me know. If you are already experiencing, like you enjoying the workshop already, like, bro, this is lit. So with that being said, y'all, let's keep going. Let's go ahead and load my slides back up. Nope, they'll do that later. Now the workshop is over. Cool. All right, cool. Let me get my slides loaded back up. Cool. Yeah, I'm just looking at my family, y'all. They make me feel so good, y'all. I feel great. All right, let's keep moving. So, so let's talk about it. I want to talk about this, and I'll take about 10 to 12 minutes to talk about this because I think this is powerful. And as soon as we done this, we're gonna get into the steps. So this is me recently at my event spaces about 7 to 14 days ago. I went back to Philadelphia. And I'm at to tell y'all, so they just got me off my crutches, y'all. And y'all, somebody write no excuses. Your boy been on and off crutches, like, and there's no excuses. So many of y'all gonna keep making excuses about things. But let me go ahead and break down why you should get event space. Both of them locations you're looking at, you see one of my locations that is the foundation, which is on the right, and my other location on the left, that's the Greatness Center. Those are two of my spaces in Philadelphia. So let me go ahead and break down why you should get event space. I'm gonna break this down extremely fast, and then we're gonna jump right into the steps. So we can help you guys out. We'll get into steps in about 10 minutes. So really quick, y'all, why should you an event space? Okay, I didn't see the get word up there, right? So why should you get an event space? So for those who don't know, y'all, event space, for those who don't know, is a commercial building, right? That you basically have events in. And when I talk about the steps, I'm going to go very deep on them and break down how to find them, how to fund them, and how to automate the process. So for those who don't know, y'all, I got started in real estate earlier on. One of the things that you'll notice about me and you'll learn about me, right, is every business that I currently have, every business that I do, it was a suggestion, which meant somebody said, hey, Neo, you should get an event space. Hey, Neo, you should get into real estate. Hey, Neo, you should start a t-shirt brand. Hey, Neo, you should start a business. Hey, Neo, you should start a fruit truck, right? Every business that I have was somebody saying you should do it. And the guy that I am, I'm not the guy who says, well, what if it don't work? I only believe what if it does. If you're that person who believes what if it does in the chat, say that's me. Like if you're that individual, like, bro, I know, I believe it works. I'm all in on this. It's working for you. Hundreds of students. Tell me, how do I start and what I need to do? I got to make this happen. Right? Like that's me. I'm that guy. So I got into real estate earlier on. Somebody said, yo, bro, everybody's in real estate. You got to get in. I start going to something called the sheriff cells. I don't know if anybody in this chat is from Philadelphia, but it's this building on 38th and Market where we used to go, and they sell properties anywhere from $1,000 to $100,000. Like you literally could buy a property for $1,000, right? Some of them was like 600, the cheapest property that you could buy. Latanya said, Philly in the building. Let's go. Melissa Davenport from Philly in the building. My Philly in the building. Let's go. So with that being said, they're like, yo, you should get in real estate. So I started going to sheriff sales, and I ended up buying a property off of a family member, $10,000, like dope crib. I had to put about another 10,000 into it. Like pretty much I spent all of my money. As you guys know, I was in my junk removal and moving business. So every dime that I made, I forked it in real estate. And the reason why that's so important, y'all, somebody in the chat, right, invest it all. Some of you are trying to save yourself, save your way to wealth, and it's impossible. It will never work. Like you can never save your way to wealth. Like you can't, like the bank accounts are giving you 0.0001% annually, meaning you can never get rich by putting your money in a bank and just sitting it there. It's actually something called inflation that eats it up, right? So anyway, so what I did in that time was I got into real estate. I spent 10 grand, got it up and running, and I started. So I ended up posting this venue on, I ended up putting the house on Craigslist. This was about October or something. I found this lady named Ethel, right? She had about 5 kids, a grandkid, and they moved in November. Most money I've ever made on a real estate transaction, y'all. She gave me $750 times 3. I got first month, I got last month, I got security deposit. You cannot tell me I was not rich. And I was gung-ho on real estate. October came, great. November came, great. December came, hey, here to get my money, nothing. Come back in 2 weeks, here to get my money, nothing. Come back in 2 weeks, here to get my money, nothing. January, they said, hey, you're going to have to take her to court. So I went down to court, said, hey, I want to go ahead and get this person evicted. She been on my property. She did give me my first month, last month security, but she haven't paid me since then. I want to go ahead and get her out of the spot. They said, well, it's January, it's freezing. You're going to have to come back in about a month because we're not going to put her out with 5 kids just on the street and have her nowhere to go. I'm like, okay, cool. So for those who don't know, y'all, for those who are in real estate, the court doesn't favor the landlord. The court favors, they don't favor the landlord. The court favors the darn tenant, which is fair. So I ended up going back in February. We started the eviction process. Luckily, y'all, I was able to get her out in about 60 days. So I didn't get no money in November. I didn't get no money in December. I didn't get no money in January. I didn't get no money in February. I didn't get no money in March. I finally got her out of my property. At this time, y'all, she wrecked the property. It was messed up. Mind you, I'm going to be all the way honest. Can I be honest with y'all? I had the mindset that it has to work or it has to work. Like I had that mindset, but it wasn't fully dialed in. It wasn't how it is, right? Like I'm to the extreme now with that mindset. I'm extremeness now. Extremeness. Now, what happened was I'm like, man, I don't know about this. I don't think I want to do this. This ain't working out. But I said, I'm going to do it again. And mind you, I didn't have a mentor. When you have a mentor, it makes things easier. When you have a coach, it helps you. So fast forward, y'all, I got her out of there. March came. I ended up fixing the property up. Took me a few months. I put another person in the property. Same exact thing. Got my money first month, last month security, but something changed with her, y'all. I got my money on that next month. I'm like, oh, maybe this real estate thing does work. And mind you, y'all, everybody write it down. If you ever dealing with rental properties, get Section 8. I didn't know that existed because, again, I didn't have nobody coaching me. I was trying to figure this thing out on my own. So I put that tenant in there, y'all. Gave me my money on month 1. Didn't give me my money the next month. Didn't give me my money the next month. I had to get her out. She didn't mess up the spot as bad, but it was messed up. In that moment, I honestly said, I'm done with real estate. I just chill. I had the building. I chill. So 6 months later, I get a call from my brother Corey, like, yo, bro, I see you doing your thing with real estate. You crushing it. I got a building that, listen, let's just partner up with. I already got the building. You put a little bit of money to fix it up. We rent it out. We split the money. In my mind, I'm like, you must don't know how bad I'm doing in real estate, bro. Like, I will lose your money. I didn't tell him this. I don't think he still know this to this day. And I actually spoke to him earlier. So fast forward, y'all. I ended up going in with my brother. Same thing. First month, last month security. We got our first month rent. I want to say we got our second month rent. Then we stopped getting paid. In that time, I'm done. I quit real estate. I'm never getting back in. I'm out. Now, fast forward. For those who don't know, at that time, I had a t-shirt brand. So I said, y'all, I'm going to focus all my energy and time on my t-shirt brand. For those who don't know, it's something called Peace in Philly. It was a big brand at the time, and it's unfortunate Philly's like the same right now. We're probably at least in the top 3 most murders in the United States right now in our city of Philadelphia. It was the same exact thing then. We were the #1 murder capital. So I was selling the crap out of these shirts. And some of y'all probably going to be like, yo, Neil, how does this relate to event space? You're about to hear about it in a second. You're about to hear about it in a second. How many people enjoying like just the workshop though? I'm just curious. How many people getting game? So we had this t-shirt company, Peace in Philly. So I'm selling shirts. I had this dope car driving around selling all these shirts, like hustling every day, y'all. Some days I make 100, some days I make 200, some days I make 500, but I'm running myself rampant. I did this for a summer straight, going crazy, making money. Somebody reached out to me. I started running with this company. They started managing me. They said, man, you ever heard about a vendor event? I said, a vendor event? What's that? They said, a vendor event is where you come set up at somebody's venue. A venue, what's that? A building, he said, and you just sell your stuff. You give us $25 or $50. You get a table, you sell it. We'll have 200 people there. I said, why not? I'll try it. So what I ended up doing, guys, in that very moment, right? Somebody said, try it. Somebody in the chat say, do it. Do it anyway. Do it afraid. Somebody put, do it afraid. Do it scared. So I did my first vending event. Y'all, I made $1,000. I was hooked. So I started doing event after event. I was looking for everybody and their mama to do an event because I didn't have to go run around, meet all these people. I could sit in one space, use their audience, and make money. Now, somebody came up to me like, yo, bro, you've been going to all these events. You ever thought about having your own event? I said, no, but it sounds like a good idea. What I need to do? They said, rent a venue. And once you rent a venue, you start selling tickets and you start getting vendors. You do the same thing that of these events you've been coming to. I'm like, cool. That sounds like a good idea. Let me try it. So what I ended up doing, guys, in that very moment was I booked the venue. First event turned out great. Booked another venue. Next event turned out great. Booked another venue. Next event turned out great. But there's a commonality that happens when you have these events, right? And most people not aware, most people don't know about it. And the commonality is this. The commonality is that The person who makes the most money in this industry is the person who owns the events. And for my event planners here, they know the same thing. Like they go set all of this stuff up, but they're not making the money off of owning the venue. The person who owns a venue don't even be there, or they don't even help set up. They just make money for you renting their spot. So I used to use this spot called Manny Young Brewery. When I used to use the spot called Man, and y'all, I renting the spot. So it was $1,000 a rent. It was $1,000 bar minimum. And by the time I added all these other things, it was about $2,500 for me to do this event. So I wasn't really making any money, but people was having a phenomenal time. And every night I would go home with basically nothing because I had to give the venue pretty much half of my money. So I used to do this over and over and over again. And then something happened. And for those who don't know, I got a nonprofit. Those who don't know, and this is from 3 years ago. To date, we've served over 60,000 people with my nonprofit, the Nehemiah Davis Foundation. Since then, we served a lot more. Some of the events that we do, y'all, in wintertime, we take 100 to 200 kids skiing fully paid for. We used to do Easter events. We stopped doing them. Back to school event, we give out freaking 1,000 book bags, fully stuffed, moon bounces, clowns, characters. I'm talking about we do the works, right? Thanksgiving, we bust in 300 homeless people, provide them with warm meals, haircuts, coats. Like we do the works. And if anybody from Philly, you probably saw this or you've been there. Now Christmas comes. And I said, man, I want to go ahead and do a big for Christmas. And mind you, I've been doing a big for years for Christmas, right? I've been doing a big. And here's some of our programs. You'll see the ski trip below. On my right, you'll see the back to school event. On my left, you see one of our kid photography programs. Like we've been doing type of events like this for a long time, right? So, but our biggest thing was I had a hurdle going on. It was December. I said, well, yo, we got to have this event, but I can't afford to use this venue because they're charging me so much. And we got to go ahead and give 1,000 kids toys. We got to give 100 kids bikes, give them food, give them coats, like give them everything we got. Like that was our idea. But I'm like, if I do all of that, I won't have any money. I said, man, we need to do a fundraiser, but I can't use that venue because they're going to overcharge. So at the time I had a manager. He found me this venue called the Urban Art Gallery, y'all. The dude charged me $100. Let me use his venue. $100. We ended up stuffing 300 people inside of his venue, y'all. The venue only holds 60 people. We jammed them in there because the idea was this. I said, everybody who come to the venue, they got to give us $20. Everybody would come to the venue, they got to give us 3 toys. So I now knew we could raise $2,000-$3,000, and we also could get 200-300 toys. So half of our battle's done. End of the year went great. So January 1st, January 2nd, y'all. Someone said I was there for that too. Nafisa, what up? I believe Nafisa and Nair, you do food, right? I love when I actually see people from Philly. They if you know me from Philly, you know this is the real deal. Anyway, y'all, and we just so y'all know, we're 3 to 5 minutes from the steps. Pull y'all pin out. We're about to get dumb. I know you though, Nafisa, I'm sure, or I saw you. Anyway, look, let's keep going. So, y'all, January 1st, I started getting calls like, hey, bro, I was at your venue the other day. Wanted to see if I could use it for something. I'm like, I'm sorry, fam, that's not my venue. Get another call. Hey, I was at your venue the other day. Dope event. Wanted to see if I could use it. Nope, that ain't my venue. Hey, bro, I was at the venue the other day. Want to know if I could use it. Nope, not my venue. Get another call. Hey, bro, I was at your venue the other day. Want to see if I could have an art show. I'm like, hold on 1 second. I ended up hanging up, calling a gentleman who allowed this used event. Hey, Carl. I got a gentleman on my other line interested in using your space. What would be the steps to make it happen? He said, well, send them down for open house. I'll be here on Wednesday from 6 p.m. He do 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. Wednesday, and we could talk about them booking it. So all these calls I start sending everybody down there for open house. Me and Carl start developing a relationship because guess what? I start putting money in his pocket. Everybody thought this place was my venue, y'all. And this is still there today. It's on 52nd and Irvin. So for a year straight, y'all, I basically middleman. People thought it was my venue. It wasn't my venue. I didn't make no money from it. So I sent him $10,000-$20,000 worth of bookings easily. It helped grew the Instagram to 10K, and people just thought it was mine. I basically middleman, and I'll teach you guys about the middleman play in a minute, right? I'll teach you guys about the middleman play in a minute. But guess what? Guess what I did in a year? I learned everything there was about a venue. I learned what to do, what not to do, how to set up, how to break down, what events to have, what events not to have. And that is most of us in life. Most of us miss out on opportunities because a paycheck not tied to it. I was willing to serve my way to success. So guess what? Somebody, Neo, you ever thought about getting your own venue? And I never had the idea, but I do realize I was giving all this money. I'm like, no, but maybe I should. But then I start thinking, I still had real estate. And I was like, man, I don't know about what should I do with this real estate? I already got real estate. Why would I go here and do this? And that year, y'all, I went to go see Warren Buffett and Charlie Munger, who's the billionaires, richest people in the world, right, at the time. And one of his concepts was about investing, like doing it now. And he said, yo, you got to take advantage of an opportunity of a lifetime during a lifetime of the opportunity. E.T. says that, but it was the same concept. He said, having a bird in the hand is better than not having one at all. When somebody asked the question, it was like, should I invest all of my money now or should I wait? And his exact words was, having a bird in your hand is better than not having one at all. And then I ended up calling Doug. At the time, Doug started to be my real estate mentor. Now he's a partner of mine, right? And Doug, I said, hey, yo, Doug, man, I got an opportunity right now to go ahead and get an event space, but I'm not going to necessarily own the building. Is this something I should do? And I'll tell you about it in a minute. Moral of the story, I started doing a call comparison, right? And I want everybody to compare opportunities. I said, man, I got my house that's still sitting there to give me $750 a month. I got a possible event space. So I did the comparison. I said, house, give me $750 a month. Event space could give me 10 events at $750 a month and $7,500. House, I got to hope and pray and wish that this tenant is going to give me my money. Event space, guess what happened? The tenant don't get inside of my space unless they give me my money. House, if the lady don't give me my money, I won't get her out for 3 months. Again, tenant, they never get in without the key, and they got to give me my money 2 to 3 weeks before. They don't have a venue. House, I got all of these utilities. Event space, it's the same exact utilities: gas, water bill, electric. The only difference is $1 million insurance policy and supplies. And if you hire a staff. House, wear and tear to stay in there. Event space, same as that wear and tear. But guess what? They in and out of your venue. And in the last couple years, y'all, I haven't spent more than $10,000 on wear and tear and repairs on 2 venues, y'all. Actually, I bought a heater that would cost me like $5,000. But why? Because they're not beating. The most you have to do is fix a sink or unclog a toilet or do something in your kitchen. So my question to you, if you had a decision, which one of them would you do? Would you invest in a rental property that's giving you $750 a month, or would you invest into the home that's giving you anywhere from $5,000 to $10,000 a month from one building? So now, guess what? At the time, I was making more money than my friends that had 20 properties, because they're making $200, $300 a month per door. I'm making way more money than them. They got 30 buildings. So guys, that's why I got an event space. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the steps, y'all. Let's get to it, man. How to find your event space. Let's go. If y'all ready to rock it, let's say let's go. Let's go. Let's get into it. We're about to go crazy now. We're about to go crazy. Let me get a little drink of water. If y'all enjoying yourself so far, let me know in the chat. I want this to be one of the best workshops you've been to. Right, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. How to find your space, y'all. And how to find my space, I'm missing some slides. There should be 3 slides in between how to find my space. But anyway, let's jump into it, y'all. How to find your space. So let's get to it. So on the left-hand side, y'all, that's my greatness center. That's 2,000 square feet. On my right-hand side, that's the foundation. That's 1,400 square feet. Those are my 2 venues. Now, let's go ahead and talk about how to find your space, y'all. And for those who don't know, event space, once again, is a commercial location that you use to rent out to other people for their events. Let me make it plain and let me make it simple. It's a commercial building. Write that down, because some of y'all will go try to do this in the basement at your house, right? If it's not set up the proper way. Some of you will just go do some stuff and you will be shut down because it's not commercial and you did not get the proper approval. So I had a gentleman, right? He's running this out of a house and they shut him down. Like, bro, I spent 20 grand getting all this stuff in order. I'm like, bro, you're doing this in a house on a residential block. I'm talking about what you thought. Like, these people taking up your neighbor's parking spots. They rowdy. Like, come on, fam. So y'all make sure we're doing a commercial location. So let's talk about how to find a space. Some of the things we're looking for. Number one of the things we're looking for a high traffic area. And you're like, Neil, why are you looking for a high traffic area? One of the reasons why you want to look for a high traffic area, or write this down, a commercial corridor, because you have people specifically visiting these areas to do business. So you're able to go ahead and cherry pick and possibly get clients just from the volume of people who's in these areas. So if you talk about my location on 38th and Lancaster, my other one on 4141 Ridge Avenue, in a given day, we got thousands of cars going like this. And as they're riding by, we have a sign up where they will literally can Google and find us. So one of the first areas is you want to look in for a high traffic area for that reason alone. Second thing, and it's not second, but yes, you can go find a warehouse and put your space in the warehouse. But for most people who suck at marketing, and this is why so many people love our program, because we show you all the ways to market. Somebody write market. Most people suck in business because they don't know how to market, y'all. That's a problem we don't have. If y'all getting game right now in the chat, say I am. So as we keep going, y'all, if y'all enjoying this chat, just say yes if y'all enjoying the game. So with that being said, y'all, we're not necessarily, you can find a warehouse building, but if you suck at marketing, no one will know you're inside of that building. So that's one of the reasons why you want to go ahead and find a location that is high traffic area. People are riding by every week. We get in the car. Hey, I rolled by, and I just wanted to I rolled by your location, wanted to see if it's available for XYZ. And we will get a booking anywhere from 2 to 3 times a month just from drive-by traffic. Second thing, when you are looking for your event space, you want to find an event space on the cusp. What does this mean, Neo? You want to find an event space borderline into like almost, I can keep it real. Like you want to find an area almost in the good area and the bad area in the same, like you want to be right in the middle. You're probably like, Neil, what does this mean exactly? You want to find an area that's right on the cutting edge, almost right before gentrification. Like you want to find something that isn't fully at its maximum potential, because when it's at its maximum potential, they're charging you the most. And to give you guys a prime example of what I mean by this is you have people, right, that will literally get into this game and they'll go straight downtown. I'm from Philly. And I'm using Philly streets because I'm trying to paint a picture, but it's something called 52nd it's something called downtown, directly across from City Hall, right? Let's just say our City Hall. If you're Chicago, downtown Chicago, LA, downtown LA, I don't know about LA, but more to the story, if I go downtown, the same building, the same square footage that I may pay in a different neighborhood that's right on the cusp, I might pay anywhere from 5 to 10x more. So I had a guy that went downtown there, the same spot I'm paying $2,000 for. He was paying $7,000. So he can't even stay in business because he's paying an inflated rate because he bought on the high end. Unless you're attracting high-end clients, unless you're going to be booked and busy from the rip, I don't recommend you go straight to a downtown where you're paying $7,000 for a venue. Let me know in the chat if this makes sense. So you want to find an area that's right on the cusp, the area that is right there. And to give you guys a picture of this, if you guys look on my right side, you're going to see my venue right there on my right, right? This is my venue on my right, right? It's called the Foundation. Let me give you guys this picture. If you walk out of my venue, you make a right-hand turn. Within 30 seconds, you are a Presbyterian hospital. Within another 1 minute walk, you're at Drexel University. Another 2 minute walk, you're at Penn University, one of the most prestigious universities in the world. You take a 5 minute drive, you're downtown. I'm right on the borderline. Great area. Now you walk out, you make a left turn. You make a left turn, you walk up to 40th Street. Your boy's out there selling green. Excuse my French. Like I'm talking about you right in the hood. You like, yo, where am I at? But it's right there in the middle. You got a police station there. Now you got Nellery's, you got the donut shop, you got the Chinese store. Like it's a whole new world literally in 2 minute walk. But guess what? I was able to acquire and get my location at a cheaper rate because I'm right there in the middle versus let me go all the way downtown. So you want to ideally find an area in the cusp. Now, for some of y'all asking this question, bro, can I go ahead and rent in the hood? You can rent in the hood. So my mentor spot now is gentrified. And it's funny. I don't remember the full story, y'all, but For those who know, I'm somewhat known in Philadelphia. So I'm in Philly. The craziest thing. I go to my mentor venue. I went to go see him, right? I what was it? I got out my car. Oh my gosh, I don't remember. So more of the story was I'm about to walk up to my mentor spot. This happened. A dude just walking by. He must have seen something cop cars down the street. He came by. He took a gun, dropped it in the street, like right by the curb. I'm like, yo, what's going on? I just kept it moving. So, and mind you, he's 20 feet away from me. I'm walking toward, like he kept moving. I'm walking towards. I'm walking. Whoop, whoop, whoop. I'm like, yo, I know darn well they ain't about to pin a gun on me, dog. Like I know, whoop, whoop, whoop. Hey, what's up, fam? Hey, Neo. I mean, not he was from. Oh, is Neo? What's up, Neo? I'm saying, what's up, fam? Nice to see you. And I was like, what's up, man? Hope all is well. Great. Real quick, officer, just so you know, there's a weapon out here. Not snitching on him. I was just like, bro, it's a weapon. He said, all right, we'll be back to get it. Officer kept it moving. By the time I about to walk up the steps, my man came back, picked this piece up, kept it moving. So I say all that to say, y'all, you can write it down. You can rent in the hood. Just so y'all know, like you can rent. For those who like, bruh, you can rent in the hood. I wanted to say that. Couple sites you want to look at. Check out a site called Crexy. You can start looking up commercial locations. Next thing, y'all, how to find your space. Everybody write it down. I call it driving for spaces. Get your butt in your car and start searching. A lot of you don't want to search. Get your butt in there. Everybody write it down. The next week, you want to go look at 5. You want to start driving around looking for 5 to 10 venues. Right? Next, let's keep going. Now, for those who don't know, if you look at my building on the right-hand side, that is my commercial location. The guy who I got the building from, right, at the time, owned the block or whatever. And I'm like, yo, $1 million he wanted for it. And I want to share this with y'all. Can I share a secret with y'all? Because this is about to help y'all. Because some of y'all right now, y'all trying to figure out how I'm going to buy this building, how I'm going to get the credit. How many people to this point, like, Neo, all this sound good, fam, but how I'm going to buy the building, how I'm going to get the credit for the building. My credit is not up to the standard it needs to be. I don't have people that can possibly give me money. Like, anybody here like that? Like, you've been thinking about it for a while. Like, you've been like, you just didn't want to say it, but you've been thinking about, like, how the heck do I get the darn building? You know what I'm saying? Let me tell you the secret. Change the game. You can lease it. I don't know if y'all heard that, y'all. The golden thing with most people don't know. You can lease the building. Y'all, when I first got my building, I couldn't buy the building. He wanted $1 million for the block, right? Let's just hypothetically say if he was to sell me my building, just say he wanted to build $1 million for those 3 buildings together. Let's hypothetically say he wasn't separating them. So if I wanted to buy it, 10% to buy a commercial building, you need 20% down, which means 10% got to be a loan. 20% down. So 10% of $1 million, or he wanted $2 million, but let's just do math at $1 million for the safe side. $1 million, 10% is 100,000. 20% is 200,000. It was nowhere in the world at the time I could come up with $200,000 to buy a building. No way at any time. And my credit was low 600. So there's no way I could do it. So what I did, y'all, was I negotiated and I was able to lease the building. So for those who are here, one of your strategies, y'all, you don't got to go buy the building. And I teach you in my program how to buy the building. I teach you also how to lease the building. I show you how to negotiate the lease. We show you all of those things, but we show you how to lease it. Because now, guess what happens? Now, when you're looking for your space, you're now responsible for you're responsible for your first month, your last month, your security deposit, your utilities, and whatever permitting and all of that we teach you that you need. So guess what? Guess what happens now? So now you're able to get in the space, y'all, in the next month. Some of y'all going to get in the space in the next 30 days, some next 60 days, some next 90 days, following this exact same method, because you don't got to come up with the 20% down. You don't need to come up with all it. And some of these people don't even check your credit. Neither of my locations did they check my credit. I'm not telling you that they won't check your credit, but that is the step one of finding your space. You can lease the location, drive around, look up sites like Crexy.com, right? Look for areas that's on the cusp. Look for high traffic areas. Those are some of the first steps in number one of getting your space. Let me know if that's fire for y'all. Let me know, is that fire? Now, let me give you this. For those like, yo, Neil, how do I analyze and calculate how much your lease costs, right? Let me go ahead and pull this up because a lot of you are going to be looking. They're going to be like, yo, it's $30 a foot. Yo, in order for you to buy this building, it's $45 a foot. So you're like, $45 a foot? What does this mean? I'm trying to figure out what does $45 a foot mean. So if the building is $45 a foot and the location is 2,000 square feet, you multiply the amount of the square footage by the amount of the dollar amount that they're charging per foot. So it's 2,000 square feet times 45. We now know that's $90,000. You now divide the $90,000 by 12. So we now know it's $7,500 a month. Do we believe that we're paying too much for that space? 2,000 square feet, $7,500 a month. Do we believe we're paying too much? And it depends on what city you're in. But that's how we analyze square footage, right? So I just wanted to make sure you guys truly understood that. So that is our process of step one in finding the space. In the program, we're gonna go deep. How many people already know, bro? I need a part of whatever. Like my passive income program, 25K. How many people know, bro? I need a part of that. And I'm not gonna sell y'all that here today, but how many people know, like, man, if I had the opportunity, I need that. I need to be like the Oyankas. I need to be like the Tanishas, right? I need to be like that, right? So really quick, find your space. Other thing, y'all, I just wanted to show y'all this. So I just want to show y'all several venues. These are just, I had our team go the other day. I'm like, yo, just put up some of y'all venues, right? We got the Bling venue in Georgia. We got the Santa Monica, Georgia invited events, right? We got North Carolina. Like, we got venues almost in all of the major cities in America, right? Really quick, let's everybody say congratulations to Demetrius, right? So it's dope. I'm about to spend a week with Demetrius and his wife, y'all, in Dubai for my mastermind. So we're going to do 8 days in Dubai for my mastermind. That's my $75,000 program. Going to be crazy. But he started, literally, y'all, he started with the event space program, made so much money from that, he was able to invest and get inside my big program. Everybody say congrats. So they was highlighted in the magazine, in this dope Chicago magazine. Another person, everybody say congratulations to Shonda, y'all. Hey, fam. So I did a thing last Thursday. Separated from my 9 to 5. Just thought I'd let y'all know this first since we family. I'm so excited that I don't even know how to act. P.S. We're currently hitting over 16K for the month, 20K months to come, y'all. She's now averaging 20K a month, y'all. Anybody in my mind, say in the chat, say yes if you know that's going to be me. Like, that's going to be me, y'all. I'm going to get to my 3K a month. I'm going to get to my 5K. I'm going to get to my 10K a month. Right? Let me know. Cool. Let's keep going. Next, step number 2, how to fund your space, y'all. How to fund it. And this is so powerful, y'all. This is so powerful, man, because there's multiple ways. I want y'all to take a moment. I want y'all to write these things down. Write this down. OPM, OPR, OPC, OPT, leverage. Other people's money. Other people's mentor. Other people's time. Other people's help. Other people's resources. Other people's opportunities. Other people's marketing. Like, we have never been taught the importance and the power of leverage. We have never been taught, yo, I need to leverage. I need to learn leverage, y'all. What does leverage mean? How can I take something and leverage it? Like, how do I leverage my credit to make me more money? Like, when I get into the credit, we talk about getting credit, and all of our parents told us back in the day, credit is bad. Don't use credit. Like, they told us that they brainwashed us with poor mentalities. Like be debt free. You know, debt free means zero, right? Like, would somebody rather spend $5,000? Like, PDs, they spend a total of $9,000, including their first month, last month security, and getting their entire event space up and running. But what if he had to spend $9,000 and put it on a credit card? Our family would have said, don't do it. Now PD's making $11,000 a month. Would you say that bad debt would be worth it or not worth it? right? Worth it. Absolutely. So somebody write this down. Like, I must learn new ways. Like, I must learn these concepts, right? You got to learn about money. You got to learn how money works, right? You can't keep staying not understanding these concepts. So when we talk about how to fund your space, there's a couple things I want to talk about. We talked about other people's money, other people's resources, other people's money, meaning leveraging other people's money to get this thing done. Other people's time, leveraging other people's time to help you get it done. Leverage. Everything that I do is about leverage. Do y'all understand that I haven't been in my event spaces but 5 times in the last 2 years because everything I do is about leverage? I'm not in there working the event. I have someone else. I'm not sending out contracts. I have someone else, right? A lot of us are thinking so poorly with a cheap mindset. Well, I want to keep all of the money myself. So because I want to keep all of the money myself, I'm not going to make any extra money. Let me know if this is making sense, y'all. So start learning the game of leverage. You want to leverage people's time, their money, their mentors, their resources. Like, I want y'all to come learn all of this stuff from me and y'all go get it done. I want y'all to get in my program for those who want that and go get it done. Why would I go butt my head trying to figure this out when Neo already lost over $50,000 in mistakes? Like, I ain't going to do that. I'm going to leverage everything that he learned and I'm going to go pay him and learn from him. So how to fund it, y'all? Let's go ahead and talk into it. First thing, everybody write it down. Start before you are ready. Start before you're ready. Neo, what you talking about, fam? What you talking about? Start before you're ready. So earlier, y'all think I had y'all writing down the name of y'all venue, where your venue gonna be at? You think I just had y'all doing that just to do that? Just because, yeah, I want y'all to do this just cause. No, everything I have you doing is for a specific reason to help you get specific results. So now we wrote where our venue is. We wrote what we believe our square footage is going to be, right? I told y'all start looking this week, right? So we wrote certain things down. So what I need y'all to do next is start writing down what is the name of the venue. We already know it. Like, you got to start putting it out in the atmosphere that, yo, I'm in the process of getting my event space. Right now, like, you want to start telling everybody you know, yo, I'm in the process of getting my event space. So if it takes a month, if it takes 3 months, if it takes 6 months, if it takes a year, everybody know you exist. You want to get shirts made. You want to get flyers made. You don't have an address on there, but you could say, it could say event planning, bookings, all type. Like, you want to start getting all of these things done. So when you finally get the venue, it's showtime. So many people in my program follow these methods that I teach. So once they get their venue, they're like, man, it was literally just a plug and play now, because I went and followed every method that they said. So one of the methods is start before you're ready. Start telling everybody and their mama about this. Start getting all the social media set up. Start securing all the domains that you need for the website. Start securing the TikTok name, the Instagram name, the Facebook name. None of those things cost you money. Right? Next thing, let's keep going. One of the next things y'all want to do, everybody write this website down. Write this down, meetup.com, ticketleap.com, eventbrite.com, and the list goes on and on. One of the strategies that I teach people to do, right? That's good too. So one of the strategies that I teach people to do is go on these websites, Eventbrite, TicketLeap, Meetup.com. You could do it. Your virtual assistant could do it. Type in your zip code. Type in your area that you believe. Like for me, one of my spaces in West Philly, one of them in North Philly. Based on the area that you believe, or this could just be Philly, I want you to start pulling all of the data you can. Everybody who's having an event. So somebody having an event tomorrow, someone having an event next week, someone having an event next month. I want you to write down their name, put this in a spreadsheet, their name, their number, their email, because most of that data is inside of it because they're having the event. And I want you to go ahead and message them, and I want you to go ahead and communicate with each of them individuals and let them know, hey, you're finalizing your venue right now. We would love to be able to book you for your next event. We want to book you for your event next year. We want to book you for your event in 3 months. We want to book you for your event in 6 months. Because here's the thing. If you don't have the venue, guess what? You're going to go ahead and book it with somebody else using our partnership play, and you're going to make that money anyway. So now guess what happens now? Now you got all of this data. So now every week you adding 10 to 20 people in your database who recently just had an event. And when you message them, you let them know you also want to give them 20% off. You also want to give them 30% off, right? You also want to show love. So now it makes it a no-brainer for them to want to actually do business with you in the future. Next thing you want to do, write it down. You want to start thinking about everybody you know, your moms, your aunts, your sisters, your cousins, everybody you know who normally have some sort of event. Let them know, hey, one of my new business ventures is I'm opening up my own event space. We would love to be able to host your baby shower coming up. We would love to be able to host your book signing coming up. We love to be able to host your seminar coming up. We love to be able to host all these different events. It don't matter if you don't have an event. Most people not doing an event every single month. You start planting the seed. Now you're going to the daycares, you're going to the funeral homes, you're going to these different places like, hey, I would love to host your graduation party. I would love to host one of your repasses. Now you start building relationships before you even get the venue. You want to go to all these other venues in your area, start letting them know who you are and letting them know you're in the process of getting your spot. And you would love to send bookings their way in the meantime until you get yours. Now you're building a rapport and a relationship. So now when you get your space, it's a no-brainer for them to want to go ahead and do business with you. Yo, if y'all getting game in the chat, say I'm getting game. Somebody said, I can't believe this is free. Is my team, are y'all screenshotting this good stuff? Man, I might be going too hard on y'all. Am I doing too much, y'all? And y'all, this is just my free stuff. How many people are already like, bruh, I got to be a part of your program. I got to invest my money in myself. I got to be a part of this. Right, if that's you. Comment yes if that's you. So let's keep going. So now I just gave you a play on you want to start getting people to know about your space, because guess what? Now someone's going to start booking and thinking about. So now as you start looking and finding your space, it's going to be a no-brainer. Next thing, I want you guys to take a moment, write this thing down. You probably like, Neil, who am I looking for? Who am I targeting? So I got you going to these events where ladies are at. You're going to go let every lady in the room know about kid parties. You letting everybody lady in the room, hey, you need to use this for a seminar. You are going to people having seminars and you looking to have them have it at yours, right? So next, let's go ahead and write it down, y'all. What are type of events that we're having? You can write them in the chat. Write it down. Baby showers, the most popular. Book signings, seminars, repasses, weddings, classes, graduation parties, prom send-offs, kid parties, right? And that's just a few. It's hundreds of events. I'm going to name a few more, right? And y'all can add some in the chat. Baby showers, book signings, seminars, repasses, weddings, bridal showers, bachelorette parties, kid parties, right? Book signings, seminars, pop-up shops, networking events, art shows. Now, guess what? I'm going to go reach out to everybody in each of them industries. Baby showers, that's just everybody having babies, right? But now I'm reaching out to artists. Would love for you to do a future art show at my spot. Hey, I would love for you to do this at my spot. Hey, you got the spot? Yeah. We're in the process of it. We should be all wrapped up in the next few months. Speak those things that are not as they are. But if you're being diligent in this time of looking for your spot, getting the funding for your spot, this is going to be one of the strategies to help you literally fill that spot all the way up. Is this helping you on the chat? Let me know. Next, let's keep going, y'all. Next, let's keep going. Let's talk about the event space math. Because a lot of people are like, yo, how much money can I make in this game? And let's also write this down. Write this down. Before we get into the event space math, Neo, what are the event space bills? Rent or your mortgage? Write it down. Let me give you 90% of the bills. Rent or your mortgage? Rent or your mortgage? Electric bill, gas bill, water bill, Wi-Fi bill, $1 million insurance policy, supplies. If you have staff, those are 90% of your bills. It's the same exact bills you have in your household. I was paying more for my apartment. I was paying $3,500 for my apartment in Atlanta than I paid for. Hold on. I just thought about this. Hold on. Oh, crap. My apartment in Atlanta with luxury, with utilities and all of that, $4,000 a month. My location, y'all. Location 1 is more now. It was $1,400 to start. Location 2, $1,500 to start. Crazy, right? So let's keep going. Let's keep going. Oh man. So we talked about, let's talk about we just talked about the bills. So like, yo, Neil, what are the bills? I just told you what the monthly bills are like. Let's talk about the event-based math. And before we get into event-based math, and y'all got to understand the importance of leverage. My very last job I worked at. Let me know in the chat if y'all getting game. So liquor insurance too. You could get that too. Let me know if y'all getting game. We ballin', Samantha said. Game got. Is this one of the best workshops y'all been on? And it's free. The game I'm giving y'all. And for y'all who get into the program, it's only a few. Y'all, not even tell y'all, when I break down the concept for y'all who ready to get in my program, several of y'all are starting tonight for free. I'm about to tell y'all that. Who excited about that? Like, who like, bruh, what? Huh? It's a whole nother game. Anyway, let's keep going. Let's keep going. So, with that being said, so we just talked about. So we talking about the math. So my last job I worked at, y'all, I worked at the private airport. I made $1,500 a month. Here's what most people do not calculate when it comes to working and making money. I work 40 hours a week. I work an hour going to work. No one calculates this math. An hour going to work, an hour coming home for work, and an hour preparing for work. So I technically work 55 hours a week. I work 220 hours per month. 220 per month. Now, if you go ahead and reverse engineer that, I made $1,500 a month. So if you divide that by 220 and 1,500, I believe it's around $6 and something an hour, but I work 220 hours. The event-based math, guys, and it is increased. When I used to do this workshop, I used to tell people the minimum that you rent your venue for at the very minimum is $500 per booking. Now, the minimum that you rent your venue for at the very minimum should be $750 per booking. And this is at the lowest at 1,000 square feet at the minimum. Everybody write this down. You need to start off. Your goal should be, how can I book 5 events per week? That is your goal. And when I'm talking about this doesn't talk about our monthly contract holders that I teach you. This doesn't talk about co-working space. This doesn't talk about your weekday events. This doesn't talk about partnerships. This doesn't talk about your community partnerships. This doesn't talk about all the other ways I teach you how to make money. Let's just talk about the events. That's 1 event on Friday. It's 2 events on Saturday, 2 events on Sunday. $750 minimum per booking. Let's do the math. 5 events per week times $750. Y'all help me with the math. $750. That's $3,750 a week. Somebody do the math. If we times that by 4 weeks, how much we got? We got $15,000. Now, let me be real. A lot of you, I'm going to keep it real. I talked about mindset. I didn't go as hard as I normally go, but most of you still don't believe this is possible. Matter of fact, a fraction of you still like, bruh, that it ain't no way it's going to happen. Mind you, Oyinka did $300,000 this year. Tanisha in my program, 3 spaces. I just gave her an award at our last event, 7-figure award, and she a full-time teacher, y'all. These are just a couple people. Just a couple. So let's go ahead and do it. So we're talking about $15,000 a month times 12. We're talking about $180,000 a year. We're talking $180,000 a year. Now, for those who don't believe, let's go ahead and go that. Like, bro, I don't believe I could do 5 events in a weekend. Let's just do 3. That's 1 on Friday, 1 on Saturday, 1 on Sunday. Do we believe we can do that? Do we believe we could do that? Somebody say that to me. Somebody say yes. If you believe, from your family members, you know, from all the booking websites that we give you to list your spots on, to all your marketing that we help you to do, to all the partnerships that we help you get set up, to everybody inside of the program who gives each other work and gives each other jobs, I'm only asking for 3 bookings a weekend. One on Friday, one on Saturday, one on Sunday, not including your monthly contracts that we show you how to get, not including your partnerships with hotels. Oops. Not including all of these other things that we show you. What do we got, y'all? 750 times 3. 2250 a month. 2250 a week times 4 in a week. $9,000 a month. Somebody say extra, part-time. Now, let's do the math. Times 12. That's 108,000 a year. But somebody gonna be like, yo, Neo, but that's gross. That's gross. You're absolutely right. So let's go ahead and do the math, y'all. So my overhead on my larger space is $2,600. This doesn't include my VA. If I want to add the VA and the staff, let's just go ahead and say I add the VA and the staff. Let's say 3, 4. So the overhead on my larger space, let's call it $6,000 a month, all in, meaning staff, software, systems, and I'm overdoing this. Matter of fact, I don't want to confuse y'all. But let's just go ahead and do that. 6,000 minus 15,000 is still $9,000 profit. Anybody okay with an extra $9,000 profit using the systems, meaning this is the automate system with your staff member, with your VA, and they're running your business for you? So the idea, y'all, is that the overhead is literally, my overhead on one of my locations, y'all, is $2,600 a month on a greatness center. My overhead on my other location is $1,900 a month. Are you kidding me? So that is how we're funding it, right? You do the event space math. You really see how many events you can have. And we talking about just 3 a week will get you 10 grand a month, not including monthly events, not including contract events, not including community partnerships, not including when I show you how to make money on Thanksgiving, double the booking. When I show you how to make money on Christmas, when I show you how to do the prom send-offs, when I show you how to do the graduation part, that's extra. Somebody say extra bread. Next, let's keep going. How to fund it. Write this down. Everybody here, you will need an LLC. Did I send y'all the link earlier from Steve? Hold on. Did I send this link? Drop this link in the chat for me. Hold on. Somebody drop this link in the chat. Really quick. So really quick, 2 things. Y'all, everybody, you need to have an LLC. How to fund. Why? 2 reasons why. Number 1, you need to have an LLC because even like I recommend getting the LLC now before you even get the space. Somebody in the chat write seasoning. Now, because that LLC can start get age. The more age to get, probably the more money you're going to be able to get from the LLC. And for those who already got LLCs, you can start doing funding and working on them LLCs now. But some people are like, yo, Neil, should I wait? No, you want to get your LLC set up almost immediately. So now you can start the process. And here's the other reason why you want to get the LLC set up. Most of you here who do not have an LLC, you can't even get the write-offs that you deserve because you don't have a business formation set up. So you can't get the write-off for gas when you're going to a meeting. Why? You don't have a company. You can't hire your kids and deduct that from your taxes. Why? You don't have a company. You can't deduct your cell phone bill. Why? You don't have a company. You can't leverage the Augusta rule where you can go ahead and use a part of your house and use a part of your office and deduct that from your taxes. You don't have an LLC. So the link that I just shared, you can use LegalZoom. You can use all that. Check out with my guy. He'll set you guys up, right? Check out with him as far as the LLC. Now, but everybody else, you have to start doing it. Now, let me go and give you guys a few cards that you can use to start funding. Because one of the things we talk about other people's money, y'all, if you can leverage credit to get your space up or someone else's credit, that's even better. So number one, write this thing down. First thing you guys could do, you can do partnerships with your family. Oh, I don't know. I might be going too hard. So one of the quick partnership plays is, y'all, you can go approach people. You can have multiple family members go just say, I was doing this with my day ones. I had all of them putting 300 up. It was like 10 of us. We either got $3,000 a month. It's $36,000 at the end of the year. I told them I was going to go get the space, find it, set everything up, and we will all help manage it. I get 50%. Y'all get 50%. I put $0 up because I'm coming to the table with the skill set and all of that. They were all in for it. We ended up not doing it. So you almost can run a play similar, or you could run a play where you can go ahead and get your people to give you funds, and you say, yo, I'm gonna give you a 10%, 15% return, leveraging their own money. Some people, like your grandma, some people got money sitting in the bank that's not giving them a return, where you can go ahead and run and help them get a return. They don't even know it's possible, right? So I just wanted to give y'all that on a partnership play, but let me give you guys a card. One of the cards to recommend, Floor and Decor. So when we talk about Floor and Decor, the reason why you do Floor and Decor, because it gives you 0% interest. Everybody write it down. Start looking for cards that give you 0% interest. A website like bankrate.com literally breaks down and tell you all the different cards that offer 0% interest. So when you now go on these cards, imagine y'all get the money, get your space up and running, put it all on a credit card, and you got 6 months to pay it off. Why 0% interest? You got a year to pay it off. Why 0% interest? And y'all, I'm still going to teach y'all the plays in the program, how to go find spaces that's already done. I know y'all want that one, right? So you got Floor and Decor, 0% interest, right? Another card, you got Office Depot. You might need some things for the office. You could go out and get an Office Depot card. And they don't even want your Social Security card. Next card, you got a Divvy Charge card. Divvy Charge card give you the amount of money based on what's in your business checking account, right? You got American Express, right? You got American Express. You got American Express. Let me give you guys a quick hack with American Express. And somebody just wrote it. I wish I had the slide for this. Somebody today just got 7 different American Express cards. When you guys apply for American Express, they only give you 1 increase, so you can apply for every card in that same time. A lot of you be like, oh, let me wait to go next time. No, you want to apply for as many of them as possible with American Express because there's only 1 inquiry. And one of the cards that you can get, everybody write it down, is the Simply Cash card, which is the blue color card. If you got an LLC, they approve you relatively quickly. Leverage, y'all. I was able to get my spaces up using other people's money. Credit cards, loans, whatever it took to get my space up, that's going to start producing me cash flow. Next, another card right down is your Mercury card. That's another card you could get with bad credit. So I told you a Mercury card. I told you American Express. I told you Floor and Decor. Let me give you a couple banks. You got Truist. Oh, I might be going too hard. You got Key Bank. So these are ways you literally can go get 50 to 75K in funding and credit with what I just told you. Now, if you got bad credit, don't go try to do this. But if you got good personal credit, fair credit, you can go ahead and get started. Make sure you don't lie on the applications. Make sure you're honest and all of that. So look, let's keep going. Next, here's the other thing, y'all, and this is the strategy I teach y'all. You make your money when you get your event space on the front end. And that's why, so for y'all who tapping in the program, how many people want to be able to talk to my lawyer where we tell you about the contracts, what to put in the contracts, what not to put, so you can actually protect yourself? You know what I mean? People I got out of a lease because we put certain clauses in there. So when we talk about funding your event space, you got to protect it by making sure you get the right space and doing the right thing. Right? Next, let's keep going. Oh, another card I forgot to tell you about, Brex card. I told you about Mercury. I told you about Divvy. I told you about Floor and Decor. I told you about Amex Platinum. Another card, you could do your Amazon corporate card. Another card you guys could do for those who use Stripe in your business. Stripe doesn't also, they also give you a card based on the volume and what you're doing in your business. It's a Stripe corporate card. And when y'all get in a program, y'all, we got a full credit section for y'all, like breaking all of this stuff down deep. Man, golly, are y'all kidding? Did y'all have enough yet? Is this enough? Is this too much, people? All right, cool. So look, those are some of the steps on how to fund your space, y'all. I just broke down credit for y'all, right? I just showed y'all the event space math. I just showed y'all what y'all need to get up and running, right? And when you're in a program, we show you who you need to talk to, the city officials, all of that, partnerships, all of that. So let's keep going. Really quick. Oh, this Shonda again. So Shonda, oh, I didn't even know this. So we're super grateful to announce we just secured our second space. Shout out to ESS fam and Neo. Thank you for all your encouragement. We did it, y'all. Oh, that's old. So Shonda, that one's old, but that was talking about her first space, but then her second. Let's go. Everybody say congrats. Oh, man. Wow. I'm so excited. So Cash just opened up a daycare for her second building. That's another play I'm going to show y'all about. LaQuanda, she just did some dope things with her grand opening, y'all. And I'll talk to y'all about that in a minute. Since joining the program, let me see if I can read this. Since joining the program, I tore my space in four. I want to know how many people going to be like the queen. Somebody say massive execution. I want to know who's the action takers and the first movers here. Like, who moved with a sense of speed and urgency every single time? Who's that? I forgot, y'all, also to write this down. That's another one. Just the importance of, I tell people this all the time, y'all. The quickest way to kill a big dream is to share it with a small mind. Let me be very clear. A lot of you are going to go get started on this process, and you're going to ask somebody like your coworker, it's a good idea. Let me be clear. It will never be a good idea for them, ever. Some of y'all going to ask your mom, you think it's a good idea if I get started with my event space? And your mom going to tell you, no, play it safe. Why would you do that? Pandemic is coming. Tanisha got her space in the pandemic. She made $1 million since. Oyinka got her space in the pandemic. Dom got her space in the pandemic 3 spaces later. Demetrius got a space in the pandemic. Listen to me, y'all. The biggest things, Jay already said it. They're going to tell you it's a scam. Some people going to tell you, listen to Neo's a scam. And it stands for still confused about money. So I wanted to be very clear. Don't make the mistake on sharing. Do not go share this with a bunch of people who don't get it, because they're going to talk you out of it. It's like somebody with a flame. Like right now, some of y'all are the most excited, and y'all going to go share it with somebody, and they're going to go just like this. They're going to go just like this. Done. Like, I'm talking about that thing is over with so fast because you let somebody, you listen, you shared it with somebody with a stinking thinking. It will never make sense. So anyway, y'all, she says, since I joined the program, I tore my space in 4 days. I signed my lease in 24 days. I had a beautiful and successful grand opening in 34 days. Also had my first customers party on the same day right after my grand opening. If that's going to be you in the chat, say yes. If that's you in the chat, somebody say that's me. Cool, let's keep going. I got my keys for my event space, only being in the program for 2 months. Thank you, Neo. Appreciate you. Proud of you. Next, let's get to it, y'all. How to automate your space. And this is one of my favorites. Somebody write this down. And I learned, not this plan I'm about to say, but I heard this from Derek Grace. He talks about the unlearn and relearn. How many people really understand that? And keep it real, because I'm one of them. I'm behind in life. Even where I am at right now, I'm behind in life because I listened to people tell me to do it a certain way that did not have the things I wanted to have. So I listened to broke people tell me not to invest in myself. I listened to my mom tell me, son, don't do this, don't do that. And my mom didn't own anything. I listened to my grandmom, y'all. I've been to 56 countries around the world. I'm going to talk about it in a second. My grandmom, I love her more than anybody in the world. God rest her soul. Grandson, don't go nowhere. It's so dangerous. You better not. Don't do it. Y'all, my grandmom don't even had no passport. She been on an airplane one time in her life. And guess what? I almost listened to her and not travel. Everybody write it down in the chat. Don't listen to they. Only listen to people you want to trade lifestyles with. So I'm behind in my life because I listened to people who had nothing going on, or they didn't have enough. They love you so much that they're afraid for you. They don't want you to fail, not knowing that failure is a prerequisite to success. I'm failing if I stay the same I am right now. So when he talked about this concept of unlearn and relearn, I'm challenging you guys to relearn how money works. I'm challenging you guys to relearn how business works. I'm challenging you guys to learn how assets work. I'm challenging you to learn how to get around people who are sharper than you and smarter than you. Are you understand me? So when we talk about unlearn and relearn, one of the concepts is the 40-40-40 plan. We've been shoved this idea down our throats. The 40-40-40 plan. Find a good job. Work the good job the next 40 years of your life. Right? Find a good job. Work that job 40 hours a week. Work that job the next 40 years of your life. then retire on 40% of the income. We've been told and fed that lie for the last, how many people been told that lie? And there's nothing wrong with having a job, but it is if you're not investing in your dreams. But the issue is we can't even retire on 40% of our income because we never been educated with 100%. So what happens when most people retire at 65, at 70, at 80, and y'all let me know if you've seen this recent, and some of this is some of these are your grandparents. Be honest. They got to go get a second job. They inside Walmart bagging groceries. Keep it real, y'all. They doing something they have no business doing because we have not been educated to make our money work for us so we don't have to work for it. It hurts my heart when I go in grocery stores and I see somebody like 80 bagging groceries and they barely can lift the bags. Because what happens is in life, most people took the easy way out. So the easy way is find this job, work this, and then do nothing with the money. So what happens? Life becomes hard later because they did what was easy first. And I don't mean to go deep like this, y'all, but it'd be hurt me when I see my people in struggle for 60 years, 70 years, 80 years. It hurts me. It's to my core. I'm like, I wish I could have got a hold of her. I'm with old Yinka yesterday, right? And her husband said, man, like you changed my whole mindset. Like I thought that work till my death was the only thing on my plan. I think we're going to quit my job next year. I'm out. You opened my mind. We're making 30, 40,000 a month. Like I'm making my salary in 2 months. Like what? I didn't even know a world like this exists. And I'm like, wow, it's all because they took a chance during a pandemic. So anyway, y'all, I say that please start unlearning and relearning like the things, the garbage that we've been told. Like you got to start giving, like my mom, y'all, when she started talking that nonsense, Heisman Trophy. All right, mom, I got to go. I provide for you, mom, and I'm gonna do it for the rest of my life. I'm carrying that. That's on me. But you don't tell me about business. You just pray for me. So anyway, y'all, let's keep going. I went on a tangent, y'all. My fault. So how to automate the space? That's why I be going long, y'all, because my stuff I be going on a tangent. Anyway, let's keep going. Let's keep going. My fault. Lamont said, carry on, King. I appreciate you, King. So let's keep going, y'all. So how to automate the process. So for those who don't know, how to automate the process, I want to go ahead and talk to you guys about it. So one of the dope things I was able to do, y'all, was I was able to travel to 7 countries in 2 months. Me and my wife and daughter went on a road for 2 months and we got busy, y'all. We made the most money we ever made in our event space. But the reason why I was able to put my business on autopilot, because I follow this model. I want y'all to write it down. It's called the ASAP model. I'm going to talk about it in a second. It stands for autonomous, sustainability, action, and perpetuity. Autonomous, sustainability, action, and perpetuity. And what that simply means is you got to find a way to make things work for you so you don't have to work for it. Write that down. That's a critical thing. How can I find a way to make my money work for me so I don't have to work for it? How can I find a way to make my money work for me so I don't have to work for it? Show me on your laptop what's my rest of my slides look like. Right? How can I find a way to make my money work for me so I don't have to work for it? So for those who don't know, I'm working my venues, y'all. And this is generally how I go. I'm in my venues every single day. And I'm going to break this down. It's going to help you out. I'm in my venues. I'm working hard every single day. Here's what my responsibility was. Okay. So here's what my responsibility was. Here's what my responsibility was. One second. We should have had testimonials all after that, like before, like. So here's what my responsibility was. Set up the venue, break down the venue. I'm talking about I will set you up, I will break you down, I would bring your food in, I would bring your food out, I would do the trash, I would sweep, I would mop. And when you do start your venue, I do recommend that you do everything in your venue. Like, you should start it off and do as much of the things in your venue as you possibly can. And one of the reasons why you want to do that is because you want to start to learn the business. But I did that for 2.5, 3 years too long. Like, every day I'm setting them up, I'm breaking them down, like I'm doing all of the work, right? And as I'm doing that, like, I'm literally burning myself out. So one day I'm outside playing basketball and I shoot a shot and I injured myself. At the time, I tore up my ACL, I tore my meniscus. And some of y'all are probably like, Neil, you just got off crutches again. Now, I'll tell y'all a story another time, but I tore my ACL and meniscus. I'm sitting there crying like a baby. I wish I had the slide to show y'all. My wife went and took me to the hospital, and went to the hospital. They said, hey, you're going to be out of work for the next 2 months. And I'm like, man, there ain't no way I could be out of work for the next 2 months. I got to set these venues up. I got to break these venues down. I got to do nothing. And keep it all the way real. How many people will be fired from their job if you go in tomorrow and tell your boss you cannot come in for the next 2 months because you don't have use of your hands and you don't have use of your legs? I'm talking about not being like, how many people will be fired? Most people, right? That's why I tell people, write it down. It's imperative. You got to find a way to make your money work for you so you don't have to work for it. You got to find a way to make money using your head and not only your hands. So I couldn't believe, I'm like, bro, I can't not work. He said, well, you got to tell your boss. I said, well, I'm an entrepreneur, but I still cannot work. I was a slave to my business. And let me know if anybody here, honestly, you're a slave to your business. So imagine 2 months, nothing, you're done. So fast forward, y'all, I ended up going home and I was like, yo, I had my mom and my fiance take over at the time. And they was doing all the events for about 30 days. They're setting them up. They're breaking them down. They're doing everything, lifting these heavy tables and chairs. And I'm telling you, I could see in my wife's face, or my fiance at the time, she was just burnt out. And I laid in that bed and I came up with this idea while I laid there. And God just said it to me. He said, automate. And I literally, it dawned on me. I'm like, automate. And literally, I want y'all to write this down because this will help you when you get started in this business. Somebody say help. Like somebody say help. If y'all enjoying this, somebody say yes, I am. Just I need to know. If y'all getting game, somebody say me. So moral of it, y'all, was I sat in my bed. I'm like, man, I can't let my mom and wife keep doing this. I'm just gonna say wife, y'all. She's my fiance then, but it's just ingrained. My wife. I can't keep letting my mom and wife do this. It got to be another way. And God gave me that word. It was like automate. And from that word, y'all, I went and changed everything up. I said, yo, moving forward, everybody who books our venue, it's in the contract. They got to set up their venue on their own. They got to break it down on their own. So they got to give us our venue the same way that we gave it to them. So the same exact way that we gave the venue to them, they got to give it to us. And guess what? If they do not do it, they lose their security deposit. So now every time we're using it, every time they book it, they got to give it back to us the exact same way that we gave it to them. And if they do not do that, they lose their security deposit. So now it pulled my mom and wife out from setting up, breaking down, doing all of this. So instead of us working 6 hours event, we locked it down to an hour because now we only had to go maybe meet them and we only had to see them at the end, sweep, mop for the next event and go to the next event. Are y'all understanding this concept? So that changed the game for me because now we stopped spending 6 hours working an event. Although I was getting $700 an event working it myself, now I only had to do an hour. So now I'm working anywhere from 5 to 6 hours a weekend versus 20 to 30 hours a weekend because I added that one buffer in the contract. So now they set it up on their own, they break it down on their own, and now we are making way more money because of my automated process. And for some of y'all like, yo, what are some other steps and ways that you automate this? First thing you want to do, you want to add yourself a virtual assistant. And when you add a virtual assistant, write it down. They do your contracts. They do your bookings. They do your Google reviews. They list you on all the websites that we show you to list it on. They set up some of your partnerships. They communicate with some of your other venues. And the next thing that you add is you add a booking manager. This same booking manager now becomes your cleaner. They do all of your communication with that person. And you host 2 open houses a week instead of running back and forth, going to every time somebody want to meet. Now they come 2 days a week. And now you're 2 people doing all of that communication, and adding them 2 pieces help you automate the process. Now, again, when you first start, you got to go in there and do some work. But this is how we come across our ASAP model, y'all. This is how we come across the ASAP model. And this is how I didn't have to be at my spot for the last couple years, leveraging the same concept. Are y'all catching me? So now if you want to go a step further, now when you're working with event planners, now how do I automate my marketing? Now, guess what? You have them get now when I go in there with event planners, hey, can you send me all your pictures and videos from your setup of the venue? So now they're giving me all my marketing material that I'm now posting on all of my social medias. Now I'm getting bookings from their marketing material. Hey, I want to make you one of our preferred vendors. Can you just give us all of your pictures that you use from our venue? Hey, could you also come set up let's come do a photo shoot together. Come set up our venue 3-4 different ways, and we could use those pictures for marketing. You can use those pictures for marketing. Now we got 20-30 images that we're now able to show people. Here's a baby shower, here's a book signing, here's a seminar, here's this, here's that. And now we posting that all on our Google, all on our Instagram, all on our TikTok. And now we ain't the person who ever had to set anything up because we're leveraging the event spaces. We're leveraging the event planners. And this is one of the reasons why I love helping event planners get money and get spaces, because imagine when you can make the money from decorating the event and make the money from owning the venue. Somebody say, get all the money. So now I just showed you how to automate the social media, because your event plan, your VA is running your social media, right? I showed you guys how to automate the back end of this. Then we go ahead and add all the different softwares. And now we go ahead and add you to all our different preferred websites that get you bookings on demand. So y'all, I just literally broke down to y'all 3 different ways. I just broke down 1, how to find your location. I broke down 2, how to fund your location. And I broke down 3, how to automate this entire process step by step by step. How many people thought this was fire? Like, you ready to go all in on this game? If that's you, somebody say that's me. Like, bruh, you broke all of it down, y'all. And this is the strategies that I've give to all of the people that I already talked about. This is the strategy I gave to Cash. This is the strategy I gave to Corey. This is the strategy I gave to Demetrius. This is the strategy I gave to Oyinka. This is the strategy I gave Mark. And I don't know if Mark will be on this call later, but Mark and his wife just opened up their second venue, y'all. They're averaging over $20,000 a month. Second venue. And this is how we run it so we could get our time freedom back. So now this is all in the area of leverage. We're leveraging our credit. We're leveraging our time. We're leveraging our resources. We're leveraging people to help us push to our goals. And that's how I was able to travel for 2 months straight. And this is why I moved to Atlanta and haven't been back since. So my question to y'all is this, y'all. I want to keep this very simple and very sweet. How many people know, bro, I need the full, like you just gave me a little sampler. I need the full thing. Like, I'm trying to be like Oyinka, who's locking in her second space, who did $300,000 this year. I'm trying to be like Tanisha Madison, who made over $1 million with her 3 spaces. I'm trying to be like Demetrius, who's doing $30,000 a month. I'm trying to be like Brandon in Houston, him and his wife on 3 spaces doing $30,000, $40,000 a month. My man went to like Cornell, the most prestigious schools. I'm like, bruh, I'm making more money from what you taught me than my college could ever teach me. Like, how many people here, this ain't going to be like how many people know, bro, I'm ready to go all in on this information, fam. I'm ready to get tapped into what you got. Like, I need to be a part of this. I need to go all in. I'm ready to invest in myself. If that's you, say I'm ready to invest. I'm ready to get in the environment. If you're ready to get in an environment with other like-minded people like you, somebody say I'm ready. If you're ready to get coaching from me, somebody say I'm ready. If you're ready to talk with my lawyers so they could break down contract, show you what to do and what not to do, somebody say I'm ready. Do y'all know I almost lost my second venue because I didn't have this one clause? They was kicking me out because I didn't have this one clause that I now require everybody in our community to add. Can you imagine somebody come snatching your business because you didn't have the right contract language inside of your contract? Can you imagine how much it costs not to know the information, y'all, to not to get the full blueprint, full proof plan, to not to invest in yourself? So this is what I want to do, y'all. And I'm somewhat excited about it, right? And the reason why I'm excited because we just designed our new program, and I'm about to go ahead and break it down for you guys. This is not like this not a normal webinar you gonna be on where they like you get this, you get this, you get this, you get that. My high-end mastermind is $75,000 for my inner circle, right? My passive income mastermind is $25,000, right? Right. So this is my second time doing a workshop in a while. I haven't introduced anything that I'm about to introduce to y'all here today. And I want to do this because I want to help a specific group of people really get to that next level. And if that's you, right, in the chat, somebody said it's me. If you know, like, bro, I need to be a part of what you're about to offer. I need to be a part of this. I need to invest in myself right now. Right? I need to invest in myself right now. My screen stopped sharing. Right? One second, y'all. You want to do it? So right, like I need action on this. I need to be a part of the community, right? Let me get back to my slides, y'all. I don't think I need any more slides, but so this is what I want to do here for y'all. For those who like, bro, I need to be a part of this. I'm ready to get to the next level. I'm ready to invest in myself. I'm ready to get in the environment. I'm ready to be around people who are sharper than me and smarter than me. I'm ready to get the coaching that I need. I'm ready to get coaching from you. I'm ready to learn how to really grow my credit, get 50 to $250,000 in credit. I'm ready to learn about your partnership play that you show us how to go get a venue in partnerships without even owning one and start making money, leveraging our middleman play. Like I'm all in for that. If that's you in the chat, somebody say that's me. If that's you, somebody say I'm all in. I'm about to go ahead and break down what y'all going to get, and I'm going to give you guys an opportunity. Let me be very clear. This will be for 20 people. So I'm letting y'all know this isn't for everybody. And I'm going to share with you how a lot of y'all going to be able to start for free today, which a lot of you going to love. But again, I wanted to go ahead and break this down specifically for those who are serious and not curious. And those who are like, bro, I'm ready to go all the way in. So on the website, y'all are going to be able to read everything that you're going to get. And we're about to drop the website once I say so in a minute, right? But y'all going to read everything what y'all going to get. But is it okay if I go ahead and add some things? Is it okay if I introduce to y'all right now our newly designed program that's going to help you get greater results quicker? Is it all right if we do that? Is it okay if I break all of these things down for you to help you guys get to that next level? Just let me know if that's okay with y'all. Because I'm just pulling it up really quick of what y'all going to get, and then we're going to go ahead and drop this offer and give you guys that opportunity to get in. I'm mad. I'm trying to find it because, again, this is something I literally wrote down earlier. I said, bruh, I know these people on here really ready to get to that next level. I know they're really ready to invest in themselves. I know they're really ready to get in that environment. I know they're really ready to win. I know they want the collaboration. I know they want all of that and more. And don't forget, y'all, we're going to do the cash giveaway, and I'm going to answer all of y'all questions in a minute. But let me go ahead and get this done. So, y'all, so for those who are here and wanted to know what we have, y'all, this is exactly what you guys are going to get. So our program is $25,000. This particular new program that we designed is $7,500. I'm just being all the way clear. But today I want to do something super special for y'all. And I know a lot of y'all came here like, bro, I want to be a part of it. I want to be one of the first. My question to you guys is, if I could give you guys the game to help you guys make anywhere from $5,000 to $20,000 a month, is that worth your $7,500? Like if I can give you the game, it's only for 20 people. Like if I could give you the game to help you make that type of money every single month, but more importantly, give you the mindset so you could keep doing it, right? When Demetrius came in, they didn't know about all the things that we taught. We told them about that. Then they made enough money. Then they invested $75,000 to be in our next mastermind, right? Is it okay if I give you all that game, right? Sade, it is in our group, right? Is it okay? And now my assistant, right? She was able to get freaking 15 cars on Toro, right? Got an event space, leveraging this game and just keep elevating over and over. Is it okay if I break that game down for y'all, right? And give y'all that exact program? So that's $7,500. But what I decided to do, y'all, and this is what I want to do for everybody here who's taking action. Let me go ahead and pull it up for y'all because I know y'all ready for it, right? I know y'all ready for it, right? Ooh, I know y'all ready for it. I know y'all want all of our contracts. We gonna give y'all that. I know y'all want all the systems and processes that we use in our automation, right? I know you want to get walked through the back end. I know you guys want to learn how to get 50 to $250,000 in credit. So this is what we decided to do for y'all here today. We're gonna give you guys all of this that's here for only $5,000. Now, this is what I'm going to do for the first 20 people. Because I know a lot of y'all ready to get going. The very first 20 people, y'all, and this isn't something that I would normally do. But this is for those who are like, bro, I need a part of this. I'm ready to get going. I want to be a part of your coaching. I want to be a part of your community. For the first 20 people, y'all, for today only, y'all going to be able to get everything that I just talked about for only $2,000. So what I want y'all to do right now, I want y'all to go to eventsspacesecrets.com right now. So you guys are going to be able to get tapped in. And I'm about to tell you guys how y'all going to be able to get started today for free. And again, y'all, this will be for the first 20 people. Then you will, and you'll see on the website, you're going to see the $5,000 price point. Make sure you don't select that. Select the $2,000 price point, right? And let me go ahead and break down the difference for you guys, right? So the 5,000 is the exact same program, but we're giving this to you guys for 2,000. We sell this every day of the week for $5,000. Every day of the week, somebody buys this program, right? And I wanted to literally give this to you guys so you guys can go into this new year ready to really dominate and really get to the next level. And I haven't done this workshop in a couple years. So I said, yo, let me go ahead and bless the people. Now, let me go ahead and break down how those are ready to get started for free, how this is going to work for you. So one of the dope things we had the opportunity to do is we had the opportunity to partner, y'all, with PayPal Credit. And for those like, yo, Neo, what is PayPal Credit? What PayPal Credit is, y'all, it gives you the opportunity to start our program right now with $0 out of your pocket, meaning it costs you nothing. You come learn all the plays, you run the event space, you do all of that, and you pay them later. You get 6 months to pay this, and it's 0% interest. So it's only a small payment every month, and they will approve you within 30 seconds. So if your credit is fair, you will literally get approved for the program right away. So if y'all ready for that, the website is eventsspacesecrets.com right now. So you guys can go ahead and get in, right? And what I want to do, y'all, something called the first movers advantage. Soon as you make your investment, comment I'm all in. Because what I want to do for the first 20 people, I'm about to go ahead and break down outside of y'all getting the full event space training. Outside of y'all getting access to our websites, templates, contracts, ads, and text copy. Outside of you getting access to 50 plus interviews, right? Outside of you getting access to the I want to go ahead and break down some things that aren't up here so we could go ahead and tell you guys what they're about. So what I want y'all to do right now, y'all, go to eventsspacesecrets.com and eventsspacesecrets.com. And this is only going to be $2,000 for the first 20 people. Now, for those who like, bro, for those who do want to invest the 5,000, y'all, and let me let y'all know, you are now getting lifetime. For those, the first 20, you're getting lifetime access to the course. Literally, you're supposed to pay the annual fee every single year, right? And for the first 90 days, you get full access to our private mastermind community, right? So I'm gonna let y'all take a minute. So y'all go on the website, go to eventsspacesecrets.com. And my question to you all guys is this: how many people here today, you got so much game from the free, but you can only imagine what you're going to get from the paid? Like, how many, like the game you got here for free, I haven't even scratched the surface level of the game you're going to get here paid. How many people here like, bruh, the amount of game I got here for free, I can't imagine what you're going to get paid. So what I want y'all to do right now, y'all go to eventsspacesecrets.com right now. Soon as you make your investment, just comment the word I invested. Soon as you make the investment, right? Soon as you make the investment, say I invested, so we can go in and say congratulations to you, right? So let me go ahead and salute some people. 1 second. Y'all going fast. Hold on. Let me salute a few people. Jen said I'm already approved. Who already got approved for PayPal credit already? That was fast. Troy said I'm one of the 20. Congratulations. Everybody say congratulations. Let's go. Jasmine Smith said I invested. Everybody say congratulations. Jen just invested. Somebody say congratulations. John Stewart said I invested. Somebody say congratulations. Sean Atkinson just said I invested. Congratulations. Let's go. Man, y'all are not playing around. So I'm about to go ahead and break down some of the other things you guys are about to get. Somebody said I'm gonna make my investment Wednesday. That's no problem. It'll just be the regular 5,000. Don't worry about it. Salim said I invested. Congratulations. Let's go. And y'all, I'm about to go ahead and break down what you guys are going to get real quick. So outside of everybody who's making this investment, right? Is it all right for the next 7 days? We give you guys extensive coaching on everything you need to do, right? So in these first 7 days, is it okay if I give you guys a $10,000 call with my lawyer around contracts? Let me know if that's all right. Is it okay if I give you a call with one of my coaches that's going to break everything down for you? Is that all right? Is it okay if we every single day tell you exactly what you need to do? Is that all right? Those are things that are going to happen for everybody who's making that full investment now. And is it all right if I share with you everybody who's making the paid in full investment? And if you already paid in full, just say paid in full. Is it all right, y'all? Because this is something I really wanted to do because this helped our people get so many results. Is it okay for the next week? We give you access to our private chat only for those who are making this investment now, only for those who are getting paid in full, where we literally coach you every single day. Every day you got an assignment. And you can't even be in a group if you don't get the assignment done. So every day we challenge you to go do the work. We're going to show you everything that's set up in these 7 days. Y'all are going to get more done in these 7 days probably than you got done in the last 7 months from any program you ever taught. So those are some of the things y'all going to get right now, y'all. In addition to that, is it all right if outside of the pocket coaching, which I think is going to be the best for the next 7 days, can I give you guys 3 months full access to our private group where you got over 1,000 people just like you? And that group's $300 a month. Is it okay if I give you that access for free? So now you're in the community with everybody else. In addition to our private group chat. Is it all right if I do that for y'all? Is it okay if I literally give you all of those things? And y'all, I'm going to be honest, I really feel weird. So I haven't done a workshop in a couple years, so I don't really do this. You get this, you get this, you get that thing no more. Like I stopped doing that a while ago, right? Because I believe you care more about value, right? Give me my slogans. I feel like you care more about value, right? Meaning the payoff. My goal is very simple here. If my goal is to help you guys make anywhere from $3,000 to $10,000 a month, whether that's running the middleman play, whether it's running the credit up, right? Whether like I want to help you guys do that, whether it's getting your event space up and running, partnering with other people, like it's all about the payoff. Like if I'm able to help you guys make $5,000 to $10,000 a month, is it worth you making a $2,000 investment in yourself? Is it worth that? Like how many people like, bro, it's 100% like why wouldn't I do it? Right? And then we talking about $2,000 for the first 20 people, y'all. And then it will go right back to 5,000. Can somebody check the website and just let me know if it's still 2,000 or did it go already back up? So again, y'all, I want y'all to go to eventsspacesecrets.com. And I want to get ready to prepare for y'all questions in a minute. Go to eventsspacesecrets.com so y'all could get in. As well as you could, Neef, congratulations. Let's go. If you already got approved for PayPal, somebody say approve, y'all. Again, PayPal credit is that thing that helps most people, y'all. Half of the people who just joined our program, they took action. And the young lady who did that, she already went and got 50 grand in credit, y'all, last week. I just posted. I don't know if they got it on my slides, but hopefully it is that fast because we challenge you to take action, right? So let's go ahead and see here. Looking at the chat. Congratulations, everybody. Let's go. Let me pull up my chat really quick. Congratulations. Let's go. Congrats to all. Let's get it. Brian said I invested. Let's go. Congratulations. Let's go. Let's go. Yep. Let's go. So good question. Somebody said does the 2K include mentorship? So the 2K is the full program and it's a week of hyper coaching. Now, like I said, if you want the 25K option, we got a couple options for that, right? We got 2 options. We got a 6-month. Just go through this. And here's the thing. You can't even get in the next program till you go through this. That's the other thing I'm at this. Like you, because we got to make sure you're an action taker. And that's what we, yeah. Paid in full. Let's go, Jen. Let's go, Salim. Let's go, Sean. Paid in full. Shanice Bryan. Let's go. Yep. Yep. Ola Shah. Let's go. Congratulations. Eric approved. Let's go. Congratulations. Yep. Let's go. King Space. Here we go. Let's go. Yep. Let's go. Just was approved on PayPal. Let's go. How many people already got approved on PayPal? Let's go. Congratulations. Y'all, I'm about to get ready to knock out some questions in a minute, y'all. Somebody said it's a no-brainer. Absolutely. Yep. Juanita said I'm in. Congratulations. Yep. Ray said 1 to 20. Let's go. Let's go. Yep. Let's go. Bridget is all in. Let's go. Congratulations. Let's go. If you already made your investment to get in, somebody say already invested. If you already made your investment to get in. So what I want to do now, I want to go ahead and take a minute and open up for some questions, right? Before we do that, all right, 1 second. Let's see. I think, let me see real quick. Let me see really quick. Man, I'm excited, y'all. And if you're working on getting in right now, somebody say working on it. I see it's 750 people here. Somebody say I'm working on it. If you're working on getting in right now. And congratulations for those who are working on it. Go to eventsspacesecrets.com for those who get in. Can we bring Oyinka in there? Ooh, I was just with Oyinka too. I didn't even know she was coming on here. Can we bring Oyinka in here? I always love that because it's just show like it's the honesty of it where she gonna tell y'all pretty much everything I just said. Congratulations. This is so much gems, y'all. Neef, bruh, you in a group now. What I just gave on a workshop is light compared to what you're about to get, bruh. Light, 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 right? Yep. And how many people understand this? Price is only an issue of value is absent. Like I personally, I'm gonna be honest, I know I'm undercharging for this. And my fear is that because I'm undercharging, most of you not going to take action on the information. Like that's a big fear of me that you're getting this for so cheap that you're not going to do anything with it. Somebody in the chat, right? I promise I'm going to execute. Can we get Oyinka up? Oyinka here. All right, cool. She's not here. Cool. So look, y'all. So what I want y'all to do right now, man, go ahead and take a minute, and I want y'all to go ahead and get tapped in, right? And for those who are here, I want y'all to really take a minute. I want y'all to think about, for those who making this investment in yourselves, right? I really want y'all to think about what's possibly that can happen for you in the next month. What's possible to happen for you in the next 6 months? What's possible for you to happen for you in the next year? Information changes situations, but only with implementation. There's so many people looking to get to the next level, but every time they're given the opportunity to get to the next level, they never do the thing that can help them get to the next level. They never be like, yo, I'm all in on this. They never be like, yo, I'm betting big on me. And what happens is because you never betting big on you, you never get the results that you could get. Somebody in the chat, right? Betting big. Some of you are going to make this small investment today, and I'm about to bring Oyinka in, and it's going to probably be the investment that changes things for you. It's probably going to be that investment that you've been hoping and waiting for. Like, yo, this may be the thing that go crazy. I saw what happened in 7 days to the last group that tapped in. I'm like, wow, the amount of things they got done in 7 days is absolutely mind blowing. So I'm not talking about that you're going to have this forever. I'm talking about watch what happens in the next week for those who like, bro, I'm all in. For those who be like, yo, I'm betting on me today. So again, y'all, I want y'all to go ahead and type it in, eventsspacesecrets.com, drop the PayPal credit link, go ahead and get yourself locked in now so y'all can get going. Oh, where you at? You here? So you ain't here? What up? What up? I know you was on here. Spotlighter. Spotlighter. Oh, 1 second. Oh, I'm trying to figure it out. Where is that? Where's she at? Oh, there you go. Make co-host. All right, you should be good now. 1 second. What up? What up? I didn't know you were out. I didn't know you were out and about. You ain't have to go. Look, I only hold you for 1 minute. Then how you feeling? Yeah. I said I didn't know you was out. I only will hold you for 1 minute. How you feeling? You good? Yeah, I hear you. Oh, can you hear me? Good. Hey, I didn't know you was out and about. I'm sorry. I don't want to interrupt. We only gonna hold you for 1 minute. How you feeling? I'm feeling great, man. First, thank you. Yeah, they can hear you. No, they can hear you. We hear you good. First, I want to say thanks for taking time to get on the call. I didn't even know you were going to be on here. Sade just told me, hey, O's on here. I'm like, dope. We're working on putting your video together so we could post that up on our channels. But okay, I don't know all day. I know we posted something in earlier. I talked about like you picked me up from the airport, you took me to the venue, you took me to both venues, and I'm proud of you. So we got some people on here. Just tell people like what you did this year already, crazy. And for those who on here, like maybe like I don't know if I should do this. What made you say I'm gonna do it?
Affordable, clean, and available. So I was like, okay, I got to get my own place. So a friend of mine heard about Neo. He's like, you got to check him out. I got on the call just like you guys are on right now, and I joined immediately. It was the week before the COVID shutdown, but I didn't let that stop me. I just got everything in order. So once things opened back up, I was able to start looking. I found my space. I signed my lease in April of 2021. 2021, I did $155,000 worth of bookings. And already so far, 2022, I'm at 300,000 in bookings. It's been crazy.
Ooh, it made me feel so good. Like I get chills just, and you know what I really enjoyed yesterday? I don't know if you really heard the conversation that me and your husband had, and he was just talking about, man, it's like now I really believe I won't stay at my job forever. Like this has given us financial freedom. And y'all, let's be clear, Oyenka is a teacher. She's a professor at a college, but I'm like, just yeah, CPA. Yeah. Powerful. Powerful.
I want to control my own time. So that's what I'm working on.
Yeah. And you doing it. So listen, we ain't gonna hold you. I just want to say congratulations. I'm super proud of you. Enjoy your night out. And I'm looking forward to just continuing to see the elevation. And everybody in the chat, just say congratulations on venue too, y'all. She's locking that in the next week. Yeah. Yep.
But you gotta put in the work. Like everything Neo says, I do. Like he's like, oh, you says an executor. Doesn't matter what he says, where he's at, what call it is, I'm on it and I'm doing it. Because when you see somebody with a formula and you see them helping, I mean, right now I'm out with another venue owner. We and another both of us are in another city. So it's like we can do it, and stuff is great at home, and we just out here chilling.
Crazy.
But, it's been life changing.
Hey, you out here chilling while you had events today though.
Oh yeah. But they holding it down for me at home.
Listen, I'm proud. Listen, thank you so much. I ain't gonna hold you. Thank you for just what you're doing, and I'll see you soon. Let's get it. Let's go. Thank you, man. I'm so proud, y'all. Just man, I feel so good and I feel so incredible just because everything can change when you make a decision to change. Somebody in the chat, right? Change. So many of us are looking for change. So many of us are looking to grow. So many of us are looking to get to the next level, but we aren't getting to the next level because every time we have an opportunity to do so, we talk ourselves out of it. Every time we have an opportunity to grow, we tell ourselves, what if it goes wrong? I need you to change your mindset from what if it goes wrong to what if it goes right. I need you to change your mindset to, well, this costs a lot to know. It don't cost enough. Don't ask how much does it cost. The question I want you to ask yourself, how much does it cost if I don't do it? How much does it cost if I stay in the same place I'm in now next year? That is your greatest expense. Your biggest expense in life is what you do not know. My first 7 years in business were all grunt work because I didn't know I can get an event space that I now can make $700 from per booking, do that multiple times a day and don't even have to show up because I wasn't taught that make your money work for you so you don't have to work for it. Most of us are only told the only way you make money is if you exchange time. And what I got to understand in life is discipline weighs ounces, regret weighs tons. A lot of you have an opportunity to say yes now, and a lot of you going to decide to wait until next year. A lot of you going to decide to wait until next month. A lot of you going to decide to wait until 2-3 years from now. And you end up being in the same position you are in now next year. I'll be mad at Oyinka. Y'all, let's be clear. Oyinka invested $20,000 to be inside our passive income mastermind. And I know when they hear the prices that y'all getting, just this part of it, but like, I know they be like, yo, bro, how you going to do that when we making such like, but I felt like, yo, let me go ahead and do something special for people so they could tap in and really make this next year that year for them. Let me make the price so cheap where it gives them no excuse to not want to go all in. Let me make it so affordable. It's like, yo, if I don't do this, what am I doing? Or you could continue to hoard and save the money. You can't save your way to wealth. I remember, y'all, I remember sitting with my uncle when he passed away, Uncle Dennis. And I'll tell people all the time, discipline weighs ounces, regret weighs tons. He said, man, I wish I'm living vicariously through you because I never decided to take action. I never decided to bet on me. I played the safe route my entire life. And now I'm sitting here. And then he passed away, I want to say a week later, but he had to live through my pictures and my videos because he didn't want to go all in on his own goals. So my question is, don't ask how much does it cost? The question is, how much is it going to cost you if you don't? The question is, how much will it cost you if you stay in the same place you're in now next year? That's your biggest expense. So again, I just want to take a moment, y'all, say congratulations. We're about to wrap this thing up. I'm about to do some Q&A. We got to get some cash away. But I want to say congratulations to everybody who took action, right? So a couple things that's going to happen, y'all, in this, for those who already made an investment. Is it okay if we over deliver and give you guys a jump start call tomorrow? Is it all right if we do that? So that's the first thing. Everybody made an investment jump start call. Number two, is it okay if I give you guys my secret black book? And in my black book, it gives you my vendors. It gives you my processors. It gives you my credit teams. It gives you the credit cards you need. That's the second thing I didn't say. Everybody who's making an investment there, you're getting my playbook where you're going to learn all of these different, like you're going to learn everybody you can go to so you don't got to bump your head fooling around with people, right? Is it okay this week if I put you on a call with my lawyer who I pay him $10,000 a quarter? Is it okay if I do that for everybody here where you get on the call with my lawyer? He's going to break down contracts, what to look for, what not to look for, so you don't go bump your head. You don't go pay this man $10,000. I got it for you. Is it okay at the end of the week we give you a call with another success coach to make sure you did everything that we said and we challenge you? Is it okay if we pair you with an accountability partner tomorrow? Is it okay if we give you our private access to the group chat? Things that you can't go find online, y'all. People invest the $5,000 every day. They're not getting everything that I just said because I decided like, yo, let me go ahead and bless the people with serious. Let me bless the people like, bro, I'm going all in today. I ain't waiting until tomorrow, next week, next month. I know I got to go all in today. I got to bet. Somebody say bet in the chat. Become everything today, not tomorrow, not next week, not next month. One of the biggest reasons why I want y'all to make this decision so y'all got options. Somebody say options. I tell people all the time, my life won't change when you're making this investment. You're not investing in me, you're investing in you. Sometimes people say, yo, I just invested in you. No, you didn't invest in me. I'm grateful for your investment, but it wasn't into me. You invested in yourself because I won't get anything. I won't learn any more out of this. I already have the information. This will do everything for you and nothing for me. But here's the thing. You got to be willing to go all in. Right? Cherry said, I invested for myself and my family and I. Like, you got to be willing to go all in. You can't keep waiting, hoping, and wishing something is going to change, and all you want to do is invest change. Like, people want change in their life, but every time it's time to invest, you only want to invest change. You never want to make a decision to invest in yourself. You never want to go all in. Somebody in the chat write all in. I want to talk to and hang with all in type of people. I want to kick it with people like, bro, I'm going all in on this decision. I'm burning the ships. Tony Robbins talked about this group of people who went in to go to war. And when they went in, soon as they turned around, soon as they got off the boats, they burnt all the ships. And they said, yo, why would you burn the ships? How are we going to get back? We don't intend on turning around. We don't intend on retreating. So my question to you is, who the people here like, yo, I'm burning the boats, bro? I'm ready to go all in. I'm ready to invest in myself. I'm ready to take action. I'm ready to do the work. Somebody say now. Now stands for no opportunity wasted. Who are my now people? Those people like, bro, I'm betting on me today. I ain't going to keep waiting. I know what a year costs. I know what a year of waiting costs. I know what it's going to be like if I'm in the same position I'm in now next year. My man, one of the students I teach, he sent me a screenshot the other day, said, yo, bro, Twitter laid me off. They gave me a day notice. He said, now I got to really go all in my business. What if he went all on his business before they cut you off? Why you want to wait to get cut off? Why you want to wait for bad to happen when we could be reactive, when we could be proactive and not reactive? Y'all, listen to me. Having one source of income is too close to none. Like, what happens if they let you go tomorrow and you don't have unemployment? What happens? You could fall back on the space. You could fall back on leveraging credit. You could fall back on everything else that we teach you and we give you insight and we give you game for. My question is, what are you? Write it down. And I want y'all to write this down and tell me. Congratulations, Desiree. What are you willing to give up in order to go up? I want you to start writing it down. Like, girl, what are you willing to give up in order to go? Are you willing to give up some sleep sometimes? Are you willing to give up some temporary money sometimes? Are you willing to give up hanging out with your friends who talking about nothing? What are you willing to give up in order to go up? I was willing to give up everything that was holding me down. I was willing to give up the people. I was willing to not get on phone calls. Y'all, I made a decision to go all in on my goals and my dreams. That means I had to eliminate a lot of people out of my life because they couldn't understand where I was going. I stopped having conversations with some of the closest people to me because they didn't understand where I was going. They didn't understand the idea of going all in, making a commitment and standing on it. I made a decision 15 years ago. I had to work or I had to work. Where my I had to work or I had to work people? My people like, bro, I'm in. I'm betting. I'm all in on this. I'm not waiting. I'm not waiting on people to keep giving me. I'm not waiting. I'm making a decision. Or are you going to stay poor? What poor stand for, y'all? Some of y'all poor, and I ain't talking about financially. Poor mean passing over opportunities repeatedly. How many people right now know you should have made an investment? You should have did something earlier on in your life, and if you would have did it, you would have been better. Whether that meant investing in Bitcoin years ago, whether it mean investing in real estate years ago, whether it mean investing in stocks years ago. How many people know if you would have made that investment then, it would have been better right now? Don't let history repeat itself. Because that's one thing that and you can't make guarantees on this, but it's one thing that I can almost assure you is if you put that work in, it's going to work out. We're going to give you every tool. We're going to give you every resource. One of my brothers, Troy, say information on me, execution on you. But in this 7 days, we're designing this to help you get a massive, like it's going to be information on us, execution on you. But when you see your results in 7 days from how we designed the new program, it's going to literally blow your mind, y'all. So I want to just say congratulations. I want to get ready to answer a few questions. I want to say congratulations for those who already took action. Go to eventspacesecrets.com right now, or go ahead and hit the PayPal credit. And for those who don't know what PayPal credit does, it gives you the opportunity to start the program today with $0 out of your pocket. Meaning you pay nothing out of your pocket. $0 today. Zero. And you get 6 months, 0% interest. So you might got to pay $99 a month, 6 months, 0% interest. And they will approve you within 30 seconds. So if you already got approved for that, just say approved, right? If you just made your investment in the last 10 minutes, say just. I want to know who actually, I want to know who's investing now, who betting on themselves. Cherie just bet on herself. And you already invested, let us know. Cherie, congratulations, paid in full. Neef, congratulations, paid in full. Kimberly Williams, congratulations, paid in full. Wilmar, paid in full. Brandy, paid in full. Ola, approved and paid in full. Ivory, let's go, approved, paid in full. Right? If you already made this, if you're working on it, somebody sound working on it, y'all. Don't do this for me, do this for you. Like I tell people, a lot of people are like, well, no, you got to make a decision for you, y'all. When I start investing in myself, everything changed. I become addicted to this. Like everybody who asks me for money in programs, I'm like, yeah, tell me how to wire it. Russell Brunson this year, $150,000. King Solomon, $155,000. Rudy Mauer, $50,000. War Room, $30,000. Marketing school, $16,000. But do y'all know the commonality? I'm making more money than I've ever made because I'm getting information that I've never had. How many people understand the information that you had isn't going to get you where you need to go? The information that you have isn't going to get you to where you need to go. Congratulations, Bridget. Let's go. Let me go ahead and open up some of these questions, man. Congratulations. Let's go. Eventspacesecrets.com. Ooh, Bridget said I paid within the first 5 minutes. There's something called the first movers advantage, y'all. So look, let's go ahead and knock out some questions. Questions. Let's go. Hey, real quick too. For those who invested already, matter of fact, for those who are here, how did you hear about me? Thank y'all for coming here too, y'all, giving us y'all time. And I got a question, right? Wallow, love. Leah said, Wallow. For those who are here, how did you hear about me? Love, love. And I got a question for y'all really quick. Let's go. Love. You emailed me. Husband saw you $1 million worth of games. Circle of CEOs, Mr. and Miss 2 weeks out. Love. Chance podcast, love. Darius and Wallow, love. So I got a question for you guys really quick. Your best friend sent me your info, love. How many people here, this your first time seeing me? First saw you with Coach Stormy. That's my people. Yeah, I got a question before I jump in these questions really quick. There's 600 people in this chat. I know we only taking 20, 30 people, whatever. Right? And I think we're about to be at our 20. And y'all officially got 10 more minutes to get in. You got 10 more minutes. We're going to wrap this thing up. We got 10 more minutes to get in. If you're working on getting in your 10 minutes, let us know in the chat. If you say I'm working on investing. So we know you're working on it. We don't want to shut it down. And can somebody check the website and see if it's still showing? Is it back up to 5K? Let us know. Seems like the chat isn't moving fast enough. Vincent, you can send a text out. April said I'm in. Awesome. Okay, still at 2K. Okay, cool. So y'all got some time. All right, cool. So okay, cool. Still at 2K. All right, well, y'all better move on it. Richie, hold it on there for a minute. So let me ask y'all this. A lot of you are here, and a lot of you want to be in a program right now. Like a lot of you, is there anything that I haven't answered? And I'm about to do questions. Maybe I'll do the questions first, but several of you are here, and I know you want to make the investment, but you haven't. So I'm curious to know why. And maybe I'm about to blitz through these questions, but I want to know why, right? I want to invest, but my spouse isn't invested. Kristen, I understand. Let me ask you this question. Who is this for? Is it for you or your spouse? You got to make a decision on, I wouldn't, just because my spouse isn't invested, I wouldn't stop doing. Here's my other thing for me. This is me personally. I can't tell you when the last time I made an investment and I asked my wife, can I do it first or should I do it? I might have said should, but it's never can, because I believe that my wife understands that I'm not going to do anything to intentionally fail us. I'm making an investment in myself right? Which I know is going to give me 10x the value, right? I know that. So I say all that to say, I'm always going to bet on me. I'm always going to just do it. And they can figure that out later. I don't have the money right now. I will see you guys soon. Didn't get approved. Let's go, Mona. Just work on the stuff we gave you for free. Need payment options. There are payment options. There's only three payments of $9.97 that'll help you out. You just don't get the paid in full bonuses. Awesome. Jermaine said lost money on multiple programs. So my question for you is this. Did you lose money from that they weren't great, or you lost money because inaction? Because here's the thing, y'all. Here's my thing. I drive off of results. I don't want you to make this investment if you're not willing to do any work. If you that person like, yo, I'm ready to do the work, like we're going to give you every play we got, every play in our black book, every play. The course is over 15 hours of game. Like we giving you everything. But if you're not going to do the work, it won't work. But I can assure you our thing is fire. I believe I could do it. Let's do it. Bought the course for my spouse early for Christmas. Wilmar, let's go. That's a Christmas gift. So I want to ask y'all this question too. All right, let me go through there. Let me go through some questions. How many hours does a client get to use the space for 750 event? We do a 6-hour event. We do 4-hour event, and we do an hour setup and an hour breakdown. The reason why we do an hour breakdown, the reason why we do an hour setup, because most people can't fully get it done in an hour, which that's how we've been doing it for years. So a lot of people do get it done, but then you got 20% of people got to pay for an extra hour. So it's another way for you to also increase your revenue. What is the website again? Eventbrite, Tickelite, Meetup.com. One of the sites that we use for look for spaces, Drayon said, is Crexy. What positions are most essential for a venue, and how many? Two positions that are essential is your booking manager, meaning your virtual assistant, and the person who runs the venue. So let me give y'all the strategy on that. So the idea with your businessman, the person who run the venue, you could give them, it's up to you. And I recommend 18 to a 22-year-old, but you give them anywhere from $10 to $20 an hour per se. And guess what? They do all of your open houses. They do the cleanup. They do everything. And they may make, from those events, $1,000 to $2,000 a month, maybe, because it's a part-time position, right? And it's going to cost you the same amount to have a cleaner. So they're running all of that. No question. Just wanted to give you your flowers and say thank you. Boss man, appreciate you. I appreciate you for your time. How could you possibly be available to be ready for people just now joining? I don't understand that question. Yeah, hey, can you help with the startup process? So the startup process, you're going to find a space. We're going to go down to our city. We're going to talk to them about, use permits and whatever is needed there. And we're going to do the build out if a build out is needed, and we're going to get open. I just made the investment. Congratulations. I need more info on your mentorship program. Go to eventspacesecrets.com. How can I meet you in person? You will have multiple opportunities to meet me in our programs. I signed up for an incorrect email. Can I change it? Already paid. Nigel Duprat. Can you email info@circleofgreatnessacademy.com and our team will help you out? I invested but haven't received my login email to the course. Ernie, check your email. Our team is sending it out, and that's on auto, so you should get that automatically. How do we set up with a virtual assistant? I will tell you the websites, and I'm going to tell you the websites to find your virtual assistants. One of them is onlinejobs.ph, and I'm also going to give you all the roles that you give to your virtual assistant. I currently work at 8 to 5. So curious, what times are the classes going to be? They're Brian, they're going to be in the evening. We do that for that reason. So most of our classes are like 7 p.m. and above. How sustainable is the program? Are the systems and processes foolproof? I don't believe nothing is foolproof. Like, your execution is going to be key. So go look hundreds of people testimonials. I will go look at them and reach out to some of them. But if you do the work, we got you. The program is everything you need, and any question you have, it will be answered. I want to invest, but I'm a student and I don't have the capital. Victoria, ask your mom, ask somebody who can help you. Like, y'all, it's this student, right? This young kid that came to my event 2 years ago. He was 17 years old. He gave me $7,500 at the time. He just joined my mastermind. He gave me $75,000. This young kid made $1 million last month. He said he had the same way. Like, I don't know, I'm going to make it to your event. I don't have it. He figured it out. Somebody in the chat say, figure it out. There's going to be people who find the way. There's going to be people who find an excuse. You got to choose which one of them you're going to be. When you want something, you find a way to make it happen, period. And I believe you're going to be one of the people who find it. I'm getting out of the Navy and still scared. Seriously retiring after 24 years. Just nervous. Natalie, congratulations on retiring. Everybody say congrats to Natalie, y'all. That you didn't really ask a question, but we will plug you in our communities to assist you with everything you need. Who could I contact for support to get my email login? Ernie, email info@circleofgreatnessacademy.com. Trust and believe we got you. Yep, Marlo, we tell you all the permits you need in the program. What about an upstairs and downstairs event space? Is it doable? Absolutely, 100%. Neil, how much time and energy can we expect to put in this venture? Not for the program itself, but once it's up and running. How much time can we expect to put in? So for your first 90 days, Amber, you need to put work in. Like, it's not like you got to really grind, but how we set it up, and if you follow the process, you should be able to get out of it within 6 months. But you will be working your weekends. But guess what? Would you work your weekends for 1,000 to 3,000 to 5,000 per weekend? So this business primarily is a weekend business. You will get weekday events, but it's all day Saturday, all day Sunday, Friday. But the idea is you put a manager in place to help you run your thing. Rich D said, I got the funding. Let's go. Troy said, I got divvy because of you. Dope. A lot of this has been said on interviews. I've seen Neo do it already. Let's go, Cameron. Imagine when you get in the course, though. Cool. Do we need a separate LLC for it? I recommend a separate LLC. Yes, you do. You don't need it, but I recommend it. If, like, just imagine you got an LLC where, let's just hypothetically say you got all your properties in this LLC. Like, just say you got 5 rental properties, right? And these are still similar niches, so it's not as bad. But then you come with an event space, somebody slips and fall, you don't have $1 million insurance policy like we get, and now they sue you and take all of your real estate. You do want entity protection. Neo, I'm afraid to make an investment. Should I do it? I can't ask you that. My question is you're always probably going to be everything that I've done for the first time. I've been afraid, but once I do it, it's giving me the greatest like opportunities. I've been blessed in ways that I've never knew from going all in. So again, I'll give you an example. Sonia, y'all. Sonia, I don't know if y'all ever heard of Sonia, the student loan doctor. She came to me 6 years ago, and I'm not telling anybody to do this because I'm not pressed. But she overdrafted her account, right, to join me years ago, right? Got in the room, learned all of this game, y'all. Was able to fire her boss. The story goes on and on. Now Sonia making multiple 7 figures a year, y'all. Live in this plaid house in Miami, right? Got a Lamborghini truck because she made a decision to bet on herself. People who bet on themselves and go all in, normally the people who on their back, if you got to look up, you could, what Les Brown said, if you're back against the wall, right? Let's just say you laying down, you're back against the wall. If you can look up, you can get up. And those people will normally go bet their last and go all in. You give yourself no other opportunity. So one of the things that Grant Cardone teaches, right, is he talks about staying broke. Like invest in everything you have. When you invest everything you have, it gives you no opportunity other than to go all in. Like you gotta go all in. Why? Because you're giving it everything you got. So most of you aren't going all in because you in a comfort zone. Like you got money sitting in your account, you ain't willing to do anything with it. So you're not comfortable. How many people are tired of being comfortable? Like you've been in the same position for the last 5 years and nothing has changed. Do you believe anything's going to change if you don't change? Like you have to become a new individual in order for you to reach these new levels. A lot of people trying to get to the next level, but they're not willing to make any investments in themselves. Nothing changes if nothing changes. So my assistant just texted me, said, talk a little bit about the 7 days. So 7 days, y'all going to get a call tomorrow. You're going to get a call with our lawyer. You're going to get a call with a success coach. I'm going to come give y'all some game. Y'all, like these first 7 days, we're going to push you in a way that you're going to be like, ooh, and we're going to help y'all get to that next level. So I'm just excited for everybody here, everybody who already took action. I'm pumped for you. I'm ready to see you grow. I'm ready to see you win. It's going to be a phenomenal experience for y'all. So, we got anybody else here? Because we're about to wrap this thing up, y'all. Everybody take a minute, go to eventsspacesecrets.com. Let me pull up the chat. Go to eventsspacesecrets.com or go to PayPal so you guys can get in. If you just made your investment just now, let us know so I could say congratulations to y'all. And I can't wait to see y'all this week. If you just made your investment, somebody say I invested. April, drop your question right here. Let's see what y'all got. Tracy, congratulations, paid in full. Let's go. Everybody say congratulations to Tracy, y'all. Yep, using PayPal, you get everything that's offered. Yep, I'm going to get on one of the coaching calls. Celeste Johnson, let's go. Congratulations, paid in full. If y'all just made your investment, let us know. How many people do 1,000 square feet hold? Tiffany, average about 50 to 75, depending. It depends on how the cuts in the room, all of those things. Oh, yeah, I got to give away the free money. Yes, thank you for saying that. Is there oversaturation of event spaces? I don't believe so when you know marketing. If you know the things that we teach, I believe you're going to be 100% fine because most people don't know how to market. So we're able to beat out a lot of people. Bridget, how long is the training? Long. You go 20 hours at least by the time you go through the training and the coaching calls. It's a lot, but it's going to give you that game. Yep. I know you're ready, Bridget. It's going to be up. How many event spaces can be regionally managed by one person? 2, Gavin. We've come to learn, and with the right systems, you might can do 3, but you do need somebody here helping clean up and setting up stuff. I asked, is it better for a space or a duplex? This is not my home. So the only way you could do a event space in a building like that is it has to be zoned. It got to be commercial mixed use, where commercial downstairs and event upstairs. So on my second venue, that's how my location is. It's commercial downstairs, 3 apartments upstairs. What would the typical build out entail? So Desiree, one of the things we teach is we teach our MVP model. So what our MVP model is, it's essentially we show you exactly what you need to go get your spot up and running. We're not going elaborate, right? Tables, chairs, projectors. We're looking for a certain location. Like our stuff is very dialed in how we do it. A lot of people go in there and overpay, and I was like, yo, you just paid, you way overpaid. Like we getting people in there with venues at $5,000 all in. Some people at 10, some people at 15, some people at 17, some people at 20. But then we showing them how to go get the credit. Jay invested. Congratulations. Let's go. Jay, put it in the chat so everybody can see. You just shared it with the hosts and the panelists. How long to get from lease to owning the building? It really depends on Tiff, how you want to set it up with them. We're going to show you the clause that you put in. So if they ever do try to sell the building, they got to sell it to you first. Places to purchase supplies and chairs: Home Depot, Office Depot, Quill. Because with the business credit ways we show you, you could go do it through them. But supplies is easy. Amazon, there's no specialty with supplies. $9.97. You don't get the paid in full bonuses. I don't believe you get the group chat. It's a couple things you don't get. The black book. You still get a lot, but when you do the full payment, you get everything that we just said. I don't want to go back to my exes. I told you in Clearwater. Yeah, let's go. Cool. All right, y'all. So listen, man, congratulations. I'm about to go ahead and play an interview in a second, right? And then what I want to do is I want to do a cash giveaway. And let me show you guys how we're going to go ahead and do the cash giveaway. It's very simple. Go inside of the Facebook group. All you got to do is subscribe to my YouTube channel. Go inside of the Facebook group that we have and just share your takeaway, like your biggest gain from here. Like just share, like, let us know if this was fire, your thoughts. So subscribe to my YouTube channel, share your biggest takeaway. No, it's very, no. You know what we did last time? It's two things. And we'll do the cash. We'll select somebody in the Facebook group tonight to get the cash soon as this is over, because you need to go in the Facebook group, go live. That's what it is. Share your takeaway from this workshop and subscribe to my YouTube channel. That's all you got to do. And we're going to give somebody $1,000 cash. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. What y'all could do, go live inside of the Facebook group once this is over. And we're going to select one of them individuals who went live in the Facebook group and that also subscribe to our YouTube channel. Yep, the Facebook group right there. If you're not in the Facebook group, you sleeping. Yep. Can you keep the cash and give me class giveaway? The program's $2,000. I definitely can't do that. YouTube.com/Nehemiah Davis, y'all. So guys, we still got 437 people here. If you're working on your investment right now, let me know. If you got any more questions, let me know. Somebody dropped the link to the Facebook group. Somebody dropped the link to the Facebook group. So guys, no, I don't know if I'll be offering this deal. Go to eventsspacesecrets.com. Go to eventsspacesecrets.com, y'all. Also go ahead and apply for PayPal. And y'all, man, I want to say go ahead and I want to say congratulations to everybody who decided to take action, y'all. I'm going to tell y'all, man, do not miss out on this opportunity. Some of y'all ain't getting to the next level because you're afraid to invest in yourselves. Some of y'all not growing because you're afraid to bet on you. So what I'm about to do now, go ahead, y'all. So y'all officially, this ends at 10:30. So this is your last opportunity to get in the program at this price before the prices change. Our team is going to go. We're going about to play a success interview that you're going to watch. And then once that is done, we're going to go ahead and I may take one or two more questions, but we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. But I want to say congratulations for those who are in. This is your opportunity to get to that next level. And I'm pumped. I'm going to come back in about 15 minutes. We're going to go ahead and play this interview. This is your last chance to get in. And if you do watch till the end, this is what I want to do. Let's go ahead and do an additional 250 cash giveaway. So if you're here at that end, we're going to go ahead and select somebody else to win that. But again, congratulations, everybody who decided to take action. I am excited for you because things change. So if you made that investment, somebody say, I'm in, y'all. If you already made that investment, somebody say, I'm in, right? Congratulations, y'all. And we will see y'all shortly. Let's cue up that video for them. and it's about to go down. I'll be back in about 15 minutes, y'all. Let's get it.
When you got a job and you depend on that job, what you can't do is leave when you want to, or do whatever. So it's just one of them things to where I just felt like I had to, and then it gave me the time to start a clothing again, get back in on my feet. Like I just feel like I was alive again. You know what I mean? So for that person, if you giving these people
You hear my laptop?
your time for money, like you're literally giving your life for money. So that's the scariest part. Like that's the riskiest part.
You said that's something that's powerful, bro. You just talked about how you did 3,500 in a week, which is it's amazing. I'm talking about that's 3 months of my last job grinding my face off. I'm talking about literally. And I like, yes, I love hearing about the money. If you do that every week on average of $3,000, that's 12 grand a month. It has to work or it has to work. You should go to add extra $3,000 to $10,000 a month profit leveraging event spaces. I show you how to find them, I show you how to fund them, and I show you how to automate the process. They would help over 500 people across the world open up their own profitable event space. Go to eventspacemasterclass.com to learn how I'm able to help you in my free training. Without further ado, let's jump into this episode. Welcome to another interview. I get the opportunity to interview and highlight what I say some of the best clients in the world. And today I want to bring you just a dynamic young man. Next interview, we're going to have his wife in there as well. They got amazing event space, entrepreneurs, just go crazy online. And I'm just super excited to bring my guy Petey on to the interview. How you doing, brother?
What's cracking, man? Glad to be here. I appreciate you having me.
Hey, man, thank you so much for taking time out of your day. I know you said, man, you just got home from an actual open house, so we haven't had the chance to, we was going to do the interview from the spot, but the next one, we'll have you and wifey do it from the spot. But tell us what city, tell us a little bit about yourself. I know, I want to say Kansas City off the top. I know it's a different, a unique city.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's
all right,
right.
Kansas City. Tell us a little bit about what city you in, and really what you got going on. I'm gonna go in your story.
Stayed Philly some, Jersey some, went to college out there, got 2 bachelor's degrees that I never used. And then came back, did music, began doing music, started gospel, chased my dreams, moved to Cali, moved to Atlanta, just kind of all over, just trying to find my way. Always been a salesman, always been, kind of like a go-getter hustler. So I got my first real job when I decided to settle my butt down and get married. Like, you need a job, and it was in sales, and I did really good. And that's kind of when we met. We got in touch with you online, and so as we were looking for reception halls, we were like, man, this is crazy. Like, we could really get in here, because we instantly seen all of the different ways that we would change it.
Yeah.
And so I don't know how they got these phones set up, but somehow you popped up right after we was talking about an event space. So I was just like, oh wow, definitely tapped somehow. But and I just
That's crazy.
Yeah, I just had a good feeling, man. I really did. Just seeing you, it's a whole lot of people that's selling stuff, online, and especially if your cookies they seeing what you're searching. So if I'm already one of those personal growth type of people that be looking into that, you see a lot of people, and it's like, nah, I instantly had a connection with you before I ever purchased anything, before I ever got on the live or one of your calls. And so once we got on the call, man, I was crying. My wife was.
Wow. You got this, bro. Wow. Crazy, bro. Take your time, bro. I'm here.
More so being the content from the event space and all of that information, what really helped me in my life and my wife was the mindset. So after purchasing the course, came with a whole lot of mindset that some people might call fluff.
Yeah.
Came with a whole lot of mindset content that really allowed me to. While I was in my office, man, I was writing down, I'm a profitable event space owner. I'm a profitable event space owner. All these terms.
Crazy. And while you talking, go ahead and get it out, bro. You good, but it's so funny, Pete. You say this, and we're considering doing a presentation again. I was going to take that out, but now that you're saying, I'm going to leave, because it's the fluff thing. Like I still say affirmations every day, bro. And
Every day,
I literally about to take that out.
I got my alarm set, man. I got things that I'm starting to just add to my personal day. Just adding to the foundation in which that I, kind of started off of the course. And so I got a certain time where I say my daily affirmations. I got a certain time where that I just added that I'm got from a book called The Magic of Thinking Big. And now what? So I got a time where I just smile for 1 minute, and then I got a time where I just do my gratitude, where I simply say what I'm thankful for. So that's 3 daily alarms that I got set currently present. So, but it all stemmed from just the course. So basically, what ended up happening was I'm killing it in insurance, killing it. And so
what type of insurance would you sell?
I was selling property and casualty. So auto, home, renters, that kind of thing. And so use all that money to start the event space, bro. And that was in March of 2020. By August, bro, I quit.
Crazy. And just because I want to make sure because I never heard the full story. So you initially, I came up on your phone. Then you joined, was it a webinar we had?
I joined the webinar.
Did you fly on the first time you joined the webinar, or did you have to watch it a few times?
No, I bought, like I told you, bro, it hit us. Yeah, so I bought instantly. Like, if you know, you know. Now, if you want to just be dumb and just ignore it, then you can.
Yeah.
But who's to say, that it still would have happened the same way? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, yeah, we took action, bro. Instantly started driving for dollars, driving around. I was taking pictures. I was taking pictures of buildings and photoshopping my name on the building. I was on it like that.
Ooh.
I was on it like that. You know what I'm saying? I got receipts. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, so, but just literally did pretty much everything that the course did verbatim. And a guy was definitely had his hands on it. I can't sit up here and say I cannot give you all the credit, because when it was the smoothest process ever. It was the smoothest process ever. I knew exactly what the spot was that I wanted. It was not too big, not too small, perfect for me to get my feet wet. Hell, if I didn't make no money in insurance, I could still scramble up. You know what I mean? Whatever, So I'm like, cool, boom. Got in there, everything was sweet, landlord sweet, whole lot of parking on the main road, good neighborhood, not too good, not too bad. You know what I mean? Like everything that we discussed. So, but then from there, it just really, I was able to buy my time back, and then the automation part, that you touch on was really the play, and not to touch on all of the extra ways to make money while you building and whatever, but just allow me to really just start focusing, working out, just being there for my family, like just a whole lot of different things. And so it's just definitely been a blessing, ups and downs in every business, but we have never not been booked since we opened up, and we never had a grand opening, nothing.
Wow. And just so you took the day that you saw it, the day that you boarded. Then you said March. You opened in March.
Yeah. We had our first event March 2020.
2020, right?
Yeah.
You quit. You told me. When did you quit now?
I quit 5 months later. I quit in August.
Now let me ask you, a lot of people still, and I think it's not a right or wrong way, but
What made you say, yo, I'm out? Like, what made you say, because a lot of times you can just keep working a job, and because it's more of a weekend business than an everyday business, right? You can run it every day or week, but what made you say,
so let me just put this out here, because that's a very good point, and I very much well can now.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. If I had in my earlier stages running the space, if I had kept my 9 to 5, right, then I wouldn't have got to a point to where I wouldn't have had enough. You know how your slogan is, it has to work or it has to work.
Yeah.
If I still had all that money coming in from insurance, I probably would have just been kind of treating the business like a stepchild. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Like I kind of probably would have been just, all right, whatever. Now I know how to get on leads, land them, close them. I know how to run it without either being here or being, but I never would have been able to do none of that if I would have kept working my job. So that's it's not that I had to, it was just that I also understand that now I can have the option of having my time back. I don't have to call somebody, call the boss to say, can I go out the country? I don't gotta say, can I take a lunch or can I go to my daughter's school? You know what I'm saying? Like, literally, I was just telling my wife this the other day. This weekend, we got 5 events. We got Friday, 2 Sunday, 2 Saturday. Now, if I want to hire somebody, I already got a team crew. To do my transition, I can hire somebody. If I want to keep that money, I go up there. But guess what? Friday is going to be clean already from Wednesday.
Yeah.
Saturday, we get up there 1 hour to clean it for the first one, 1 hour for the second one. So that's 3 events for 2 hours. Yeah. Sunday, the same thing. So you're looking at 5 hours for 5 events. So I worked 5 hours, and you do the math on what we make, $750 an event, 5 hours.
7, 14, 20, 28, 35. That's about $37.50. Wow.
5 hours of my physical time. And that's
you gotta think. I don't know what you made on insurance for your last job, but bro, my last job, bro, I worked 40 hours a week regular, then an hour getting there, an hour coming home, an hour preparing, 55 hours a week, $220 a month. I made $1,500 a month, which equaled like $6 and something per hour. Which is crazy.
Yeah. So, I mean, it just made sense to me. And now, like, even with so another thing that you didn't know, the reason why I had to get back, I had a call before this. I'm actually, I have enough time, bro. I'm actually learning. I'm about to be licensed in life insurance, becoming a financial advisor, man, because y'all told me the importance. Marvin, I got his becoming your own thing. I purchased him 500's course. I was just nasty. I was all in it. Started Pyramids Pro Solutions LLC. I have my time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, so now, boom, I had a training call right before this one. You know what I'm saying? So that was for that new thing. Because I really want to show my family, teach my family about trust, show them how the life insurance policies is for why you're here. You know what I mean? So this is what the event space is allowing me to do. You know what I mean? I wouldn't have been able to do it unless I took that first.
You know what I mean, bro? How important for somebody listening to take that first or that next step? Because a lot of us, bro, and you saying 2020, that means I want to say we're probably approaching a pandemic or was in a pandemic, and this is when I was getting the most heat for teaching this. I'm talking about, hey, you scamming, I was getting people throwing clubhouse rooms, just hurt, trying to tarnish my character, saying, yo, you're getting over teaching people how to become financially. It's impossible, they told me, to make $5 grand, $10 grand a month or have an event space. And the thing, PD, I know you're ready to talk, is I'm telling people, yo, 3 to 10 grand a month. You go make 50 grand. I'm never overdoing it with event spaces. I'm telling you, my goal is that people make 3 grand to 10 grand profit a month. And I was just getting that can't happen. But what made you, you kind of said you just decided, but you decided to make that decision, and that literally changed, it's changing the trajectory of your family in the next generation. So what would you tell that person who, they debating, they're also probably about to listen to somebody try to talk them out.
So first of all, what I will say is this. for me, in order for me to, I feel like, have that faith, it was more of a faith thing. It was God working with me on my faith, you know, because it was just the fear of the unknown, like uncomfy, just evade comfort zones. I was completely uncomfortable the whole process. Yep. And so what that does is you start to operate and think differently than you do if you know you got a plan B. And it's just one of those things. Like you said, I did a friendship audit. One of the last friends that I had, Dion Dotson, black man, owns one of the biggest deluxe transportation companies in Kansas City. He said, man, you got to leave that job. He was like, leave that job. And came to the event space, sat with me, had lunch. He said, hey, man, you ain't been back to work. What you doing? I said, hey, you sure you want to know? You know what I'm saying? I said, I'm out of there, man. He was out, man, took me out, you know, and celebrated. But I just felt like, man, it was the right thing to do for me, you know? And so it was definitely scary. But for the person that's on the fence about it, man, every situation is different. You got to do what's smart for you and your family, especially if you got children, you know what I mean? But at the same time, you never know. Because you listen, a loss, a fail, all of that stuff is learning. You can always get a job. I say, like right now, like I can get a job whenever. You know what I mean? That's like, but when you got a job and you depend on that job, what you can't do is leave when you want to, or you know, or do whatever. So it's just one of them things to where I just felt like I had to, and then it gave me the time to start a clothing brand, get back in on my music. Like I just feel like I was alive again. You know what I mean? So for that person, if you giving these people your time for money, like you're literally giving your life for money. Wow. So that's the scariest part. Like that's the riskiest part. And now that I'm learning about 401ks and all that stuff, how that's working, I'm definitely cool. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, all right, cool, I'm good, but let's figure it out. You know what I mean? But I have the time to do so. I have freedom, spend more time with my children, travel more, you know. So.
And you said something that's powerful, bro. You said, and the reason why, and you said, I want to say on live, like, I have yet to be like, we just talked about how you did 3,500 in a weekend, which is, oh my, it's amazing. I'm talking about, that's 3 months of my last job grinding my face off. I'm talking about literally. And I like, yes, I love hearing about the money. If you do that every week on average of $3 grand, that's 12 grand a month. What's your overhead? What's your rent or lease or what's that?
You ain't gonna believe me if I tell you.
I think it's something crazy. It was like under $1 grand. I want to say something.
Yeah, man. My rent is only $750 a month, bro. Yeah. So the overhead is low. Obviously, the rest of the bills is just like the house. I use my same accounts for everything for the TV. So we got the cameras, we got the utilities, and I mean that's pretty much it.
We talking about based on them numbers. We looking at about $1,500 a month all in.
Yeah, 15 too. You got your business insurance, which is $60, you know, for $1 million. You know what I mean? It's nothing, bro.
Think about that though. $1,500 a month, right? I don't care if you own. I don't care if like you gotta think $1,500 a month, and if you just made the 3,500, that's still positive $2,000, $24,000 extra a year.
I made $1,000 tonight at open house. We just booked New Year. We just booked December 31st tonight. Great. And I with the book on the spot discount. I saw it, and then I told my wife this. I was like, watch this. She was in the utility class. I said, watch this. I bet you I get them to get in it. Yeah. So she was like, oh, you don't say. I'm like, you know, you dealing with like, hey, pull out the pictures. Hey man, this is really upscale. This will turn your event up. You know, look a lot more elegant. Look at this. You don't want these folding chairs. You want these. Yeah, we want those.
Yeah.
So made a quick rack tonight. They booked on the spot. You know what I'm saying? It was, you know.
Bruh, listen, and I tell you, the reason why I really enjoyed your process, because we're all in, but you got your time back. You said something that really touched me. You get to do your music again. You get to push your clothing line. Like, you now in banking, like, you in short, like, you can't do that if you don't own your time. Or you could do it, you just gonna be stressed, like stressed.
You're gonna be up like, see, this is what y'all don't see, right? This is what you didn't know. Like when we was doing that build out, I was hearing the same stuff from family and friends.
Yeah.
Hey man, it was in the middle of the pandemic and you building an event space, you spending all of these thousands. This was before you taught me about business credit. So I'm literally using all of my cash to build, and can't nobody even meet. I'm looking at other people who currently was in the group that was figuring out creative ways to still get the bag in the middle of the pandemic.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm definitely still building this mug.
Yeah.
But basically, to go back on what I was saying was, when you got a job, you definitely got to have super ambition, because when I was getting off at 5:30, I was going over there to do the build out till about 2 a.m. for 2 months. Get the build out by myself, me and my cousin. So my work ethic, while everybody else was Netflix chilling, getting fat, I was going crazy. So now look.
And now they probably like, dang, I wish I would have did what Petey did when instead I was getting that PPP money buying gas and Louis and stuff.
But you can, but it's just gonna end up taking even more of your time from your family, because when you get off till 9 to 5, then you gotta go clock into whatever extra it is that you're trying to accomplish. When really you can use your whole full day to go crazy, and then you with the kids when they get out of school.
Bro, powerful. What would you say your total startup cost was for you? I know
My total startup cost was 10 grand.
Wow, and that include first month, last month security.
Oh, that included everything.
Bro, think about
that. Was my build out. I did everything. Talk about 10 grand.
10 grand.
No,
bro, you gotta really understand. 10 grand to build out a business, then it's $1,500 a month to operate it. And if you do an average of $2,000 a week on average, that's 8 grand a month. That's about 6 grand a month profit. Oh my gosh. Plus the freedom and the time freedom is.
Yeah, because you think about it, it's like, man, even people live to their means. Like the more you make, the more you spend, unless you're disciplined. But even when I was making 6 figures selling insurance, I was still living to my means. I was still feeling like I was broke.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So hell, what's the difference?
Yeah.
You know, I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna set it up, and then I'm gonna make it work. You know what I mean? So now we looking at getting the next suite that's right next door to us. I didn't tell you that. We getting the next next right next door to us. It was supposed to be a boutique, but the lady just stopped doing her build out and put the paper on the wall. I called the woman, like, yo, what's up with that? She like, you're such a good tenant. I would love for you to have it. I was like, okay, well, let's get busy. You know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking about breaking the wall down and just expanding the space. Yeah.
How big is the next door? Because I believe you at about 700 to 900. How big is the next door?
Yeah. So the next door is about the same exact size. So I'll be around 1,500 if I do that.
So let me ask you, just nerding out, would it make sense to go ahead and build it out so you could charge more, or do it make sense to go there and just be running 2 events simultaneously?
Well, the thing is, I was going to do 2 simultaneously, but I think that with the noise, because the walls are paper thin, that if I'm having one type of event on this side, it'll be kind of complaints, and I'm 5-star review shouting. So I gotta get those things on my Google review. So I probably would just expand it, or I was thinking about using it for storage to start a party rentals.
Ooh, powerful.
Yeah.
Powerful.
Yeah. So either one, I don't know, because I think it might be a little bit longer and not as wide as mine. Yeah. And if it is, then I'm gonna just probably use it as a party rental place, because with our spot we don't have as much storage. So then I'll be able to just come up with some more money that way, another stream that way.
Powerful, bro. Man, you got me smiling ear for ear, just hearing just all the new opportunities, new brands, and new bit. I know you just said you just came back from out of the country with you and wifey, man. Just
3 kids,
just, bro. I like when people are fulfilled, bro. Like it's something that it does it for me. The money sound cool and all that, but are you fulfilled? Are you happy? Are you enjoying what you're doing? Like, what good is making all this money and you're unfulfilled and you hate what you do? So I always love when I'm hearing like, man, actually, I'm enjoying what I'm doing. It's not just
yeah, man. I thank God, man, for your mom. She really did a tremendous job with you. It was a pleasure to meet her, a pleasure to meet your wife, your beautiful kids. Listen, man, I'm telling you, bro, like everything that you're doing, the way you're doing it, your demeanor, your character, it's obviously that you're leaded by God, bro. And so I appreciate you for being obedient. I appreciate you for remaining humble. See, people think because they can see your lifestyle that you might, it's no way to be humble and live like that. Absolutely it is. Yeah. And you're the example. Like you're a perfect example of that. And so it's just one of those things that, hey man, I don't care about any of this. This just comes with all of the work that I'm putting in. You know what I mean? So that's the type of mentor that I like, that I would like to.
And I appreciate that. How have it been with just peers and family now? Are they now inspired? Are they now like, yo, bro, keep going? Or are they some of them trying to follow in your footsteps now?
Well, you know, you got the whole family thing where, oh man, I've been trying to start one of those, man. I was about to do X, Y, Z, and I was And then, you know, as far as my friends, man, I didn't really hang out with a lot of people anyway, especially after I got married. But when I did, we had a group text, and I'm like, man, like, what is the point of this group text? Like, so then I kind of checked that, and now it's completely edifying. It's some plays, money plays. It's not just to hit me up to go spend money or go out. Like, so that aspect switched. Prayed to find some millionaire friends. They came, you know what I mean? So just everything kind of just is switching. I will say that I'm not even close to where I'm a product today. I'm a product of what I was doing 5 years ago. You know, so right now what I'm doing, I can't wait to see where I'm gonna be, because right now my current situation obviously ain't where I'm about to end up.
Hey, I don't think you scratched the surface. You just put your toe in the water. Yeah.
I'm talking about you've been in the game since
15 years, bro.
You've been in the game since the fruit truck. I'm talking about I was in college selling G-Shocks and recording D-boys in my apartment room closet. You know what I mean? I was always hustling, but I never was like, this is all I'm gonna do. You know what I mean? Like
so how long it been now full time for you now? It's about 2 years since you said
a year and 5 months.
Well, imagine what 5 years gonna look like. I'm talking about you gonna have more insurance clients, more events, like your music price going
go crazy. Yeah. So I'm gonna just pull up in Atlanta, like I'm gonna just pull up on you, like like that's my guy right there.
What you thinking? What's your dream car? What you want?
Man, I want a G-Wagon, bro. I got to get it.
That's done then. Now, I mean, I believe you had that. I believe you had that next year. You know what I'm saying?
Man, come on, talk to me.
Hey, look, I'm for real. You need to make sure you go test drive that thing. Exactly. You need to go do the same thing you did with the event spaces, Photoshop. Y'all need to go pull up on one of them. And if that's what you want, you go do it. Now, again, somebody listening to the interview, I like hearing, like, what are people's dreams? Like, what are your aspirations? Because I want to look at that.
Olympic, you have to be
specific. You already know. So I want to go back and, hey, PDB tapped in. I appreciate it. You got to go, you got to really go take a look, y'all, at what your future looks like. You got to go into the minds of the future. So, PD, I ain't going to hold you, man. I just want to say thank you. I guess a couple more questions. We'll wrap it up, man. What would you say to somebody who's on the fence about joining the program, man? Like somebody that's they're debating, like, yo, I wonder if I should do this. I know you alluded earlier, you got to make that decision on your own, but why do you think?
If you're on the fence, it would obviously have to be for the cost. That would be the only reason why it would be for the cost. Okay, cool. So you got to say it's gonna cost me this much if I get it. But then you got to say how much will it cost me if I don't get it. So let me just tell you about me. If I didn't get it, then I made over 100,000. So it would have cost me over 100,000 from my one space